Hi, everybody. We're coming in hot in more ways than one. A lot of stuff going on with TPK's Tyranny of Dragons campaign. Our general sense of hysteria is in and out of character accurate. I'm That Magic Juice, your host and DM for this wonderful group of very excited players, and I think we'll just dive right in, Sir Heckelot, if you don't mind, with some brief introductions again.
Yeah, sure, totally. It's really weird that there haven't already been 3 different good and bad tables, and we can't get through the intro. So this is nice. Hello, everybody. I'm Sir Heckelot, and I will be playing Aster, the Wild Hunt Shifter Druid, Circle of Wildfire today. Let's just jump into it. I'm excited.
All right.
Oh, I'm next.
Niffer's next.
Hi. I am so tired, and I'm the only one not coming in hot. I am so cold right now. But I'm playing Eliseo, who is an Aasimar wizard, and I'm so confused about everything. I remember none of my spells. I'm just still thrown off by the fact that maybe one of us has an extra mouth.
Yeah. No, that's gone now. That's gone now.
Okay.
It's gone.
Fix it. Make it go away.
It's gone.
Okay. Hooray.
I'm Hyacinth. I play the Elven Bardlock Icarus. I am the extra mouth character. We clarified that. It doesn't stay forever, thankfully. And I am twin number 2.
Corn dog.
I'm Corn Dog. I am twin number 1. I'm playing Juno, the Twilight Domain Cleric. Yep, there we go. Yesterday, I definitely started the stream with the wrong character. I had Juno up. That was not who I was playing yesterday. That's who's today.
I saw you.
2020 energy.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Side note, you also are spouse number 1.
Oh, yes. Twin and spouse number 1. I'm going to put it on a t-shirt.
My name's Chrissy. I'm playing Ulta, our Swarm Keeper Ranger, Kobold. She's about to throw some death saves, so let's see where this goes.
Somebody healed you.
Yeah, I threw a cure wounds your way last game.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There was a lot happening.
There was a lot happening.
There was a lot.
Yeah, we were panic healing and
panic heal.
I think literally all of us were like, you get HP now.
Yeah, you should have 9 now.
I gave you 2 from me.
I gave you
Speaking
2.
of, we'll do a quick recap just to make sure we are actually all on the same page. So our pilot episode of Tyranny of Dragons was a heavy one. We opened up with introductions to it is a pre-made family on our character profile here, and a few of you were on your way into the town of Greenest on basically leads from your various factions that you needed to be looking out for cult activity, and I believe it was Juno and Eliseo were the 2 of the group that were already in Greenest due to previous circumstances that happened before episode 1. Session 0 type of stuff. Yeah, you're essentially living there long-term, temporary at least. And we opened up with the town under attack by a series, a small army really of kobolds and cultists raiding through very systematically from the western edge of Greenest to the east. The party essentially made quick moves to the keep, which was a known place by pretty much everyone in the town as the possibly safest place to go while being under attack, and a series of events unfolded from there. The members of the party who did not already know Governor Nighthill and Sergeant Mark Guth, names are awesome, met them under dire circumstances, of course, and rallied with the others in the group to essentially make whatever amends they could with the situation at hand. So, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I believe you started with you just started grabbing people you could on your way to the keep, and protected them from some random raiders on the way.
Yep.
From the keep, you took a secret tunnel that you were hinted at by Sergeant Markuth as a potential in and out outside of the watchful eye of the raiders, and saved a few more people from the eastern side of town. That little excursion included a large group of people at a shrine on the eastern side of town. So you picked up over a dozen people from there that were being held essentially by a group of raiders with some sneaky tactics that were pretty great. And then you fell under attack by a full-on blue dragon, no punches pulled adult blue dragon. And after some assault from that encounter, you were met with a half-dragon, monstrous, beefy man named Langdadrosa Cyanrath, who had a rather
Not
pompous.
in bad in my notes.
he's got different mean names in their notes. This guy was for lack of a better term, a pompous asshole, who essentially challenged the town to present one single champion to fight him in front of everybody, one-on-one. And Ulta, amongst the arguing of the ranks, decided to just pull up her pants, unsheath her swords, and go for it. And it was bad. Not for a lack of effort, not for a lack of ability. This guy was just too much for one person to take on. But she displayed her bravery. She will be known as the one of the heroes of Greenest, with quite an epic story to tell. But we essentially open up this episode now with her. She had just been dragged back into the keep by her friends and comrades. The raiding group is essentially on their way out, if not basically out, at this point of the western edge of town. It seems that this event is done, and the various healings that have happened. There is a +2 for Ulta, by the way.
Yeah.
The stuff has already started. Chat cleric.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah, we're opening up now with you guys essentially just doing your panic healing, and Ulta, you had this brief image of like out of body experience. You sort of saw yourself and everything from a bird's eye point of view, and then you were all of a sudden snapped back into consciousness with a deep breath, and you are now on the ground looking up at all of your friends and comrades.
Yeah, so Alta's gonna lay there for a minute, and like having everybody kind of standing around her, she's just gonna like close her eyes again. And Icarus, how far are you from me right now?
I think we were all like dragging you in, so I was probably like, melee range, pretty close.
Okay, so you guys are gonna see her like little hissing possums that were like kind of just like not happy for a while. They're gonna change into just some like gentle little like mouse, like very squeaky, sweet little critters. And she's gonna turn around and like kind of like roll over on her side and grab like your foot, because I'm assuming you guys were like dragging her or carrying you, so she's just gonna like reach for you somehow.
I believe I carried you in my arms in a
Yeah.
nice cradle carry, and then I set you down on the ground. So you're
an angel.
oh,
Yeah.
that's my spouse.
There you go.
Yeah, so she's gonna turn to Icarus though, and she's gonna like, like kind of dramatically, knowing that it's like a little bit dramatic, and like reach out her arm to him, and like like open her eyes and like look like deep in his eyes, and then she's gonna go, "When the night has come and the land is dark," and then I'm just gonna start crying and fall asleep in Corn Dog's
And
arms.
the moon is the only light we'll see.
And that's how that's gonna go.
So for a point of reference for our viewers, that is like a reprise of a Session 0 thing, right? That's a thing between you two?
Yes, it is.
So Alta, as we've been traveling, has been trying to get Icarus to learn the song that she knows of, and it's called Stand By Me, and she's like trying really hard to get him to like make that their song. And he has been
single tear.
So she's just gonna start crying and just like hold him for a second, and then probably crash hard in the arms of
the angels.
The arms of it, because she's gonna need a long rest.
As like a single tear falls, I'm gonna be like, I say we call her Ulta the Dragon Slayer.
The dragon
Close enough, at
slayer
least.
in our hearts.
Yeah, right.
You know, us bards with our, you know, storytelling, we like to take some artistic liberties. She's a dragon slayer in our hearts.
Yeah,
I support
that
this.
a thing. Yep.
So as you guys are figuring this out, the panic around you has subsided almost completely. It's gone quickly from the frantic movements of people coming into the keep, guards falling and going back up to the walls, from the assault, and the horror of watching this freaky one-on-one, really unusual one-on-one challenge that Ulta just came back from. It has switched gears to helping the wounded and getting an accounting of people. You can see Governor Nighthill and Sergeant Markuth switching between groups of people who are sort of tending to themselves to make sure everybody's accounted for and okay, and the troops to get them organized. They're kind of alternating between groups of troops that need to re-up the defenses outside of the outer walls of the keep, as well as on the upper corners of the watch, and then the others that are still inside are sort of tending to those that had fallen from the dragon assault before the challenge happened. And it is obvious to you at this point that the raiding party is gone, but as a point of reference, it's sort of toward the end of, it's well into the latter half of night while all this is going on, and you can feel exhaustion sort of starting to set in.
So, judging on the atmosphere, does it look like people are like setting up camp within here? Like we're clearly supposed to, help out where we can and spend the night here.
It's a mixed bag.
That's what the general town is doing.
It's a mixed bag. You're close enough to the governor and sergeant that you can hear them starting to organize at least troops to head out toward that western end of town to at least scout out if it's okay. So nobody's, the commoners are not, just okay, it's over. We're heading back home, but they're not in the same panic mode of feeling like they have to stay here. You're sort of in that transition.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna look over at my sister, and I'm gonna be like, well, it has been a long time, and I'm gonna like open up my arms and see if she'll let me hug her.
It has, and she'll like lean into a hug, and be like, do you guys like, while addressing like the other people, she's just gonna like side hug her brother a little bit and just go, do you guys want to come to our house for the night?
That would be great, actually.
There's not a lot of beds. There's our bed.
No.
And when
it's okay,
LSAO
keep
says
it
no,
forever.
I'll like point at Ulta and be like, Ulta gets the bed.
Fine. Yep. Yes.
There's also chairs And I have a lot of blankets. We are a big,
It's quite
big blanket
comfortable,
family.
yes.
I like that. That's good. Yes, anything is fine. My name's Aster, by the way. I don't know if we've really introduced. Hello.
Was a brief introduction,
Yeah,
I think.
I did a pretty good job, I think.
perhaps.
Yeah, we shouted. I'm Juno. This
I'm
is my,
Melisayo.
my partner.
Good to meet the two of you. I've heard great things.
I mostly just tell great things. It's kind of my shtick.
Oh,
Everything sounds good when I tell it.
I give you a pat on the shoulder for that. I approve.
At this point, Governor Nighthill is going to approach you guys, and he's addressing all of you, but he's looking directly at you, Ulta, and he's got wide eyes, and he clearly looks like he's trying to like maintain composure in that sense of what do I want to say? The sense of like authority and control, I guess. But you can tell from his expression that he's still experiencing a mix of like fatigue and terror at the same time, and he's going to look right at you and say, "I can't thank you guys enough for everything you've done so far. I'm sending out troops now to make sure that our borders are safe, but it seems my suspicions are on the right track. We don't have very many wounded or missing. I don't think we have any dead. I think they were just here for treasure. So I think we may be safe."
Yeah, they did say they were looking for something and that they found it. But I don't know what specifically it was. They definitely didn't say that.
We've had word of raids very similar to this around the Sword Coast. Though I just received word yesterday, so we didn't have much time to prepare for an eventuality. But none of those reports came speaking to this scale. I hate to ask more of you, but with your capability, I think that you're the only ones who could do this. We need to capture someone from that group.
I think
Is
we
there-
could probably do that.
Is there a chance
Do you
that
have
we
a-
could wait till morning? I am very tired.
Marcus and I believe that it would be both beneficial and doable to rest up, heal your wounds, and that would give us time to plan a bit more too. I don't believe that such a large group can travel too far in just half a night's time.
I do have a question about your plan. So, you said capture someone, and like, they're clearly like, you know, the grunts might not be the most helpful, but like, the dragon, I don't think it's gonna be captured. Big fighty dude, dragon.
Yeah.
I didn't care to remember his name, but I don't know if that was possible either.
I
Like, what's your
literally just
plan?
have scribble question mark in my notes. So.
I think
somewhat
it's
of
like
his name, but-
Landarosa or something, but I put
It's
Ponderosa,
Landarosa
like
Cyan
Survivor,
Oh my god.
in
And I
my
just have-
notes.
yeah, I have the actual name, and then I have a hyphen, and then just bitch.
Cyan Rat, yeah.
Langdadrosa science breath.
Science
Yes,
breath.
perfect.
Yes.
Science breath.
Galaxy
Yeah.
brain.
Lang, dead, D-E-D, dead, Rosa,
Oh.
Langdadrosa, Cyan Wrath. Cyan like the color, Wrath like
Oh,
the
Cyan
anger.
Wrath.
Yes.
Sus. Sorry, what?
Oh, it's because he was blue. I get it.
Yep, it's a play on blue.
There you go. So
This
yeah,
whole thing is going to be in
Shut.
Among Us.
so at your
Plot.
comment, Icarus, Markuth is going to chime in at this point and say that formation was more along the lines of an army than a raiding party. They have to have a rear guard trailing behind them. You may be able to pick off someone behind the main party with the right timing, of course.
I'm gonna be like look like I'm visually containing laughter. I'm like, well, yes, they should cover their butts.
Yeah, that was good.
I definitely facepalm in character as well.
I have like the slightest smirk go up the side of my face, but don't actually like fully react.
Ulta would have for
smile
sure
a bit,
belly
turns a
laughed
little
at
red.
that. Oh no. Ulta's uncomfortably laughing. That was good. That was very good for her.
Like
Awesome.
broken ribs, but still laughing.
Absolutely. Can I do like an insight check or a perception check to see if anybody in the crowd or anybody around is like, I don't know if I want to use the word like nefarious, but like
Oh, but it's such a good word. Use it. Yeah.
It is a good word. Yeah, they're
It's a
like
very good
looking
word.
a little nefarious, or like they're maybe trying to listen to the conversation, or like maybe there was some, you know what I mean? Like someone's like not supposed to be there, but they're there anyways.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make an
Dragons
insight check.
around.
Look, just say you're looking for the imposter and call it good.
You said an
Here
insight check?
comes Samwise Gamgee.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Look at you.
Please, can you pull a hobbit out of nowhere?
It's a beautiful natural 20.
Thank you.
So you take a look around, and you can tell that Markuth and Nighthill are definitely not sus. They're being honest. You can tell that they're on like make it up as you go mode, and they're doing the best they can. Around you, you definitely see that everybody is like to task. The guards are fluctuating between their post on the walls and heading out to the outer perimeter. There's a group that's heading to where they've been directed out the front gate and to the western edge of town. Nobody seems out of place there. But you do see one young man who is paying particularly close attention to you. And at the point that you look at him, Ulta, he's going to like shy for a second, but then he'll look around and approach you. He's limping heavily on a bandaged leg, and he's going to start speaking.
Talk to an NPC.
You intend to follow them, right?
Potentially, it sounds like it. Maybe. Who's asking?
My name is Nessim. My master, he's missing. He was spying on the dragon cult, and I don't know if on their way out he was captured or if he might have tried to infiltrate them. He somehow knew they were coming. Can you find him?
What's he look like?
He
Roughly?
is... Should have been ready for that.
I literally asked you if you had a list of NPCs we were going to drill you about.
Yes, and I had all of them except that one. He's a human monk. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
When he like mentions the dragon cult, Juno will just give LSAO a very knowing look, like
LSAO returns it. She's like, hang on, wait.
I give that look to them without them giving it back to me.
Cobalt, we're going to need a duck so we can do it on screen.
wait, was I looking the right direction? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Nope, I was looking the wrong way. Here we go.
We got it. We're just becoming the Brady Bunch. It's fine.
Honestly, like, screen interaction across the frame is my favorite thing.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt for us to take a look while we're out there, I mean, at the very least.
I'm gonna say, so do you like live with him in a house or something? Real awkward like that.
The master.
I was
Asking if
coming...
he's available?
What was that?
I was being a dumb joker.
Oh. What was your question for him?
I want to know if they live together because I want to go to the house and see if this human monk man has anything in his home that says I belong.
Also,
To-
what is his master's name?
Sure. I mean, I'll take a name too.
I didn't give you the name. I apologize.
He's human monk.
I was like, did I just
Human
say-
monk.
There's
that is
only
his name.
one human monk in the entire
Is-
world.
Is master like a monk term, or is there like some ownership thing going on?
Make
No,
a history
that's a
check.
thing.
That's
Oh.
the legit history
Oh,
check.
no.
Yeah.
That's
Don't ask the himbo to do a history check.
Do the
Wait,
history
oh no,
check.
it's so
I believe
bad.
in you.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh my god. Hey, you know,
history check.
it could have been a 0. You had potential to do worse.
It
I
was
look at
did
it,
have
I'm like,
potential to do
is there
worse.
some? I like in my mind. I'm like, is there something more going on here? That's the
Okay,
most I get.
for the sake of not letting awkward sink in, you all would know in character that like a reference to master is most likely a reference to like trainer-trainee relationship. And he did specify he's a monk, so you know, putting 2 and 2 together. He will tell you that his master's name is Leosin Erlenthar. I will put that in the
Leosin.
Discord for you guys.
Lysol Erlenmeyer.
Why?
Doll?
Nope.
Menthol or lamp? Oh, I spelled it. Almost
Erlen
right.
menthol. Done.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I turn to the group and say, maybe before we like go rest, we can, or maybe when we wake up, we can check out his house, see if there's anything that gives us any tips on why he would have known they were coming. That's a little.
I
sus.
love a good mystery.
Yes.
As I clearly would be useless in a mystery.
But then she's gonna just stand there awkwardly with her little possums just hanging out, crawling all over her. She's just standing there, probably leaning on one of her short swords.
Eliseo,
What?
let's have you. Wow.
I'm so salty. Why?
Because I know what he's gonna tell me.
Have you make a history check.
Okay.
Why were you salty for the history check?
Because.
Well, damn.
Hey!
Okay.
22.
Okay, so
This is why I'm salty, because I know too much.
you had spent some time over the past few weeks here at the library.
Yes, I did.
And you would recall a human monk in and out of the library, who had asked the librarians, I guess, about history on cults.
Cool.
Do their like eyes open like they just realized something?
Oh,
like,
his-
Oh no.
History
I
on
am
cults
the
and
best.
dragon folklore. You would have heard that too.
Nice.
Sorry to
That's-
interrupt you, Icarus.
no, it was a
No, I
minor
have the
thing.
best
Okay.
damn poker face you've ever seen.
Damn it. You're stopping my funny comments. In my
I'm-
funny comments.
Nope. Stone faced. I know you. I know that I need to keep a straight face around you, or else.
So, investigate, then nap, then investigate, right?
What about
Order?
nap, then investigate, investigate?
How
Sure.
about you take our new friend Alta home, show her where everything is, tuck her in, and some of us can go investigate first.
Okay, but first I do want to grab my bear trap.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, from the tunnel.
Yep. So I'll just scurry down the tunnel real quick and then just come back with like this bear trap just slung over my shoulder.
Awesome.
I deactivated it. It's not like a live trap, just resting on my
Carrying
shoulder.
a live trap.
Oh gosh.
It'd be pretty cool.
Is that a werebear trap? Because you're a Twilight cleric? No. Okay.
I really hope that you
got
asked that,
it.
and she was just like,
Yeah. Just both of us at once just shake our heads at you like,
Excuse me while I turn it down a little bit.
I personally think it's funny, but I'm just like really trying to focus on Juno's relationship with her brother. It's like hurting my face because I want to be laughing, and I'm just like, no, Stone
Listen,
Cold
Ulta,
Killer.
every time you make a joke like that, she's probably laughing because that's like right up her speed. So like if there's no other laughter, you probably have a tiny kobold standing somewhere behind you cackling. It's just
Yes,
loud
yes.
belly laughing
I realize we're all
uncomfortably.
tired. Maybe I will try to tone down my defense mechanisms of making jokes in inappropriate situations for now.
or you can go to that guy's house with us.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
All
I
right.
think we should look.
All right, Ulta, do you want to go back to the house? There's currently cold tea sitting on the porch. As long as our house wasn't set on fire.
Then it's hot tea.
Yes, please check that.
Then it's hot tea.
I just
That
said
one
I
was
gonna-
really funny.
That was a good one. That
I
was
just said I
good.
was gonna stop and I didn't.
I can't
Never
spit
stop.
out my drink. I can't do it on stream, guys. No.
Never stop.
TPR
That
spit
was
takes.
God,
That's
no.
what she did. What? Wait. Yeah, so I'm gonna look up at Juno and I'm gonna say yes, please. Please.
All right, I will take Ulta back to our home.
I give you a kiss on the forehead before we leave.
I go to
Right,
give her a
so-
kiss on the forehead before she leaves.
What's happening? And
Okay,
then-
maybe a little weird. Maybe a little weird. I'll tone it down.
And then she'll just like lean in with like her brow raised.
I didn't expect you to commit to this too.
Oh, now it's this. Okay, then she'll just lean in even further and like
It
just.
became a game of chicken. No.
Oh no.
Forehead kiss chicken.
And Juno is competitive AF. She will not
She will
cease.
not
She'll
lose
just
this.
lean around with her head until.
Listen, if Ulta's close enough, she'll lean in too, because she'll think it's like part of like the weird social cues here. So she's just like awkwardly leaning, staring up
She's-
at you guys.
And then I'm gonna get flustered and be like, "Time to go investigate." Right.
Yeah, but look.
Listen, Ulta's charisma is 8, so
Yes, good.
just doing great.
Okay, so if you guys are heading toward where Juno and Eliseo have been staying, the northwestern corner of the map is where you want to look, with the
Is our
red
house on
diamond
fire?
being your marker. So on your way, you will see actually not as much carnage as you may have expected from like a full-on attack. You'd all be able to tell without paying too much attention to detail, at least at surface level, that there's definitely damage. There are some buildings that are partially on fire, but nothing seems to be like fully destroyed. There are remnants of cases and dressers and wooden boxes, chairs and tables strewn about outside of houses and in the middle of the roads that are sort of marked, but everything is pretty much still standing for the most part. It seems like a confirmation of the original suspicion that this was not an assault for the sake of an assault. You'd all be able to tell that these raiders were looking for things. So you get to your place. It's a modest 2-room home. And just to the north of it, you'd see the estate, essentially, that Juno and Eliseo belongs to the governor. And your place is ransacked, but not destroyed.
How's the
Just put
governor's
the cabinet
estate?
together.
The
He's
estate
one
is
bad.
in worse shape. It's definitely not like on fire, burning down, or anything like that. But you can see like shutters shattered. You can see all sorts of splinters of furniture all over that front entryway. All the doors that you would have been able to see are gone. They were definitely, they hit that place hard.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's probably why we shouldn't own things. She'll just kind of stare at the house. Well, this is where we live. Come on in. And, like, she's not necessarily uncomfortable. I think she's, like, more, like, curious as to what Alta knows already about her, seeing as she knew nothing of Alta until Alta just took on a dragon, or a half-dragon. And she's just going to be very curious about this
by the time
kobold that's in her house, because of, like, what she knows about kobolds. Isn't necessarily that they would be a part of, like, a traveling party that wasn't just a bunch of kobolds. So I think she's curious, but she doesn't want to pry just yet. So she's giving you curious glances, but she also goes straight to the stove to make tea.
Yeah, so she'll, if there's a chair that hasn't been broken, she'll just kind of like have a seat and wait for tea. And you'll see, as she's starting to get more comfortable and like her wounds are starting to like not be as, she's like starting to just like, her anxiety starting to lessen, I guess. You're gonna see her, what have been probably possums or kingfishers as her swarm for the most part. So you're gonna see them start to kind of like shift into like little twinkling fireflies, and like some dragonflies and some different like flighty creatures, like little bugs. And she's gonna like reach into her pocket, and you'll see like on her hip she has like a teacup and saucer, like in like a little harness, and she'll like set it. Yeah, she'll like set it out, and she'll go into like another little like weird hoarder pocket, and she'll have some like what looks like or what you assume to be is granola, but every once in a while you'll see like a mealworm or two. And she's just gonna like kind of munch on like some weird worms and like some things that, yeah, it's pretty weird. And then she'll like act like she's feeding some of her swarm bugs, but she's not, because they're spirits, so it's just kind of like falling all over her. She's just making a huge mess. She's like that Peanuts character that's surrounded by a cloud of dirt.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Only
makes
with
me very
short
happy.
swords on her back.
We're
Nice.
so glad to have you in our home.
Yep. As soon as you pulled out like the teacup and saucer, I think Juno was definitely like, okay, this is...
You can work with this.
I can work with this. I know where I'm at now. I know that this is my people. And Juno will bring over some tea. And like the moment she sees the firefly, she'll be like, oh, these are lovely. And she'll kind of like lean in to like get all up in the fireflies, but not aggressively. Very sweetly.
Yeah, no, they'll just
in.
kind of like surround you and surround your hand and kind of, they're spirits, so I don't know that, that's probably something the DM and I can clarify down the road, but I don't know like what their like texture is. Like, I don't know if they're like a solid object. I think they're just spirits. But...
They don't do anything other than visual until later.
Okay.
Yeah, they're more an effect of your choosing. You said you wanted them to more reflect your mood and demeanor, so for now that's all they really do.
Yeah. So yeah, and she'll just kind of like lean into like the table, and as you're like pouring the tea, she's gonna be like, well, that was a hell of a night, right? And she's like probably nodding in and out of like falling asleep, but she's still trying to just have a conversation.
I would definitely like to say that that's probably like the worst night I've had in 3 weeks. It was definitely unexpected. We were drinking tea on the porch when we saw people running. It was very alarming.
Yeah, just note, you said 3 weeks? You had a worse night 3 weeks ago? That's not a long time span for bad nights, friend.
How long have you known my brother?
Not long. And she's just like stirring her tea with like her finger, like her little like paw, like
Oh,
just
that's hot. Okay.
Can't feel it. She's already like gone. She's like half here for this conversation, probably.
As you're like sitting there, June will just be like, "Do you want me to look at your wounds and maybe help a little bit? It's not my forte. I'm more of, well, I'm a bit odd, to say the least, for clerics, but I could help a little bit, maybe."
So as you just kind of like dodge the question, she's just gonna like kind of like look at you, and she's like still mixing her tea, and she's like, yeah, I'll do that. That'd be great. I like odd. Like she's just like mixing this tea, just
It's
like
like getting
staring
more
at you,
aggressive.
just, like, yeah, just like real confused. She's like, all right, yeah, sure. Super uncomfortable, and she's just watching, and she'll let you do whatever. I mean, she's pretty. I mean, Ulta is very welcoming. She's not super guarded.
I have absolutely no healing spells. And I didn't even have spell slots left for them anyways, but like I could attempt like a medicine check to better splint an arm or something like that. But also she was thinking about just casting thaumaturgy to like is that the one that I want?
It'd work.
Oh no, I thought it was the one that you could like dust your shoulders off with.
Oh,
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Ooh.
That I won't do that because my thing is more like creepy distraction.
I'll come home and do it, don't worry.
Okay. Yep. 3 weeks ago was rough. Unfortunately, I don't know. If my brother hasn't told you yet, maybe he's trying to keep things under wraps. I don't know, like, how much he shared or how much he wants to, and I don't want to ruin that for him.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. And she's
shifting all the blame onto her brother because she hasn't, like, talked about this with anyone aside from her spouse. So she's just like, I don't want to address these feelings.
Yeah. So as Ulta's like bringing the teacup and saucer like up to her and like sipping it, you're gonna see her just like because she's in like a ton of pain right now, just like trying to like act like she's like very classy, but there's just tea spilling all over her, and she's like, and just like
As she leans back, I'll just reach forward and grab the cup and saucer and set them on the table, and I'll nudge her a little bit, and if she doesn't wake up, then I would attempt to lift her and bring her to the bed.
Yeah, you can definitely wake her up. She's like not quite asleep, but she'll like jolt awake.
Here,
And
this chair is not our most comfortable piece of furniture. Juno will have gone and checked to see if their bed was still like a bed and not exploded before waking Alta up.
Yeah.
So if her bed's still intact, then she will bring Alta to the bed.
The bed is intact enough. There may be like pieces of headboard missing. It's not in great shape, but it's there. It's intact.
Brush all the weird shit that got on it from it getting hit, but then she'll go wake up Alta and be like, It's much more comfortable, I assure you, than this chair.
So as you're like brushing off the bed or whatever, she's just gonna like tug the blanket off the bed, and just make like a weird, awkward nest on the floor, and just.
It comes across the mic so good.
It really does.
Someone please clip that. Oh my god.
That came across the mic
Is
so
that you or your swarm?
It's everyone.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of just heavy like snoring. It's buzzing, and it's just out cold. Down for.
Awesome.
Perfect. Okay. she'll just go around the house and like gather up other blankets and slowly build a bigger nest as Alta's just snoring away. And then just kind of sit at the edge of her bed and stare at this kobold that's in her house. Just very unmoving, very just staring
Okay.
Yeah.
and waiting
And
for people to
Alta,
come home.
yeah, Alta's like belly up. Like she's not worried about you at all. She's like not concerned. She feels very comfortable and safe right now. So she's like, you think like a dog or a cat that like rolls over to their belly when they're like safe. That's where she's at right now. She's like,
Like a
I'm
turtle.
I'm fine with this. Yeah. Out cold. Heavy snoring. Gonna make everybody uncomfortable probably.
Joke's on you. That's what everyone else in this party was thinking as well.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in this party thinks like they could possibly be the one to make everyone uncomfortable. Like as I'm sitting here with my big ass ears and just black expressionless eyes staring at you. This is great.
Yeah.
So is there anything else in particular that the rest of you would be trying to do or discuss?
Yeah, we were stalking
Three
Nisa
of us?
at Isol's house.
The house. Yeah.
Yeah, the three of us
Okay.
were headed to the house.
Wait, you're all in the house, aren't you?
No, we were headed
No, we
to
mean
the
the
investigation
master's
house.
Oh, I'm sorry. The governor's house. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
We split the party.
Yeah, we split the party
I-
immediately.
I
First
totally-
you
Were we
were,
going
no,
to- I
second
thought it
sentence.
was.
I
thought
heard
it was
that,
the monk's
and then I
house,
thought
not
it
the
was a
governor's
joke.
house.
Yeah, we're investigating Lysol's house.
The monk's
Oh
house.
my god.
So,
I will refer to no one by their real name ever this
it-
whole time. That's the annoying character.
point
I
of
am.
order. This is Governor Nighthill's house.
Oh.
You had not. Did you mean to
wanted-
ask where he was
No.
living?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
wanted
we
to
meant to,
investigate
we meant to ask
the,
if we could
The
investigate
monk?
the monk's house.
Yeah, Nissan or whatever.
Just start naming him Steve.
Oh my
it's
god!
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve 3's house.
Billy Bob and Bobby Bill.
Honestly, the simpler the name, the easier it is to make fun of.
Yeah. I don't know. I can do pretty much anything with any name. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna retcon. We can retcon the conversation a little bit. I apologize if I missed you asking this question. But he would have mentioned that he actually just got here yesterday, and was heading toward meeting his master at the governor's house.
Okay.
Okay.
So we don't know
So-
where
Is that why the
Lysol's
the
house is.
sergeant and the governor aren't together? Is because he was together with the monk.
No, but the governor and the sergeant belong together.
We didn't consider
There was
this.
another.
Oh no! There was a pre-established relationship.
Yeah, Aster's just like doing math in her head now that you suggested that. Like
I'm not sure if that was table talk or in character.
Yeah,
but,
that was
in
definitely out of character for
Oh.
me.
In
Okay.
character, I will definitely say this. You go, I just thought of something. So, they were looking for something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And dragons are known to collect something. I'm forgetting it right now, but I've heard it in a tale. Like I've heard it in a song or a jig or something. I know what it is. It's
Yeah.
something.
treasure.
And so dragons collect something, and that's probably what
It's
they're
treasure.
looking for. Yes, they just wanted. Maybe they didn't want like anything in particular, just general treasure, or a dragon.
There's not much treasure in this village.
I don't know what ideas. Maybe that's why they were looking extra hard and they ransacked more.
Good having you back. And I just give you like a really hard slap on your back.
Oh, I forgot you're stronger than me too. I was about to say a wizard slap, and then I was
Strength
like,
of
"It is."
15, punk.
Buff wizard.
what?
Okay,
I will
so
bench the
what?
kobold, okay?
What are you guys? Are you guys looking for anything in particular, or are you just generally checking it out?
I don't. I guess trying to figure out if the governor's house is where Lysol was staying, and if so.
And we could also try to figure out anything missing from the governor's house, or like ask
Yeah.
him questions to investigate that lead too.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
so that
governor's
you
probably
can
gonna
investigate
be
that
busy.
lead too.
Oh yeah, I should be the one investigating.
I'll help you investigate.
Perfect.
Are you proficient in investigation?
Very.
Icarus.
Oh.
No.
Then you will have to technically roll your own. It really doesn't actually make a difference, but well, it
Gotcha.
kind of does. But yeah,
no, it
you'll have
does.
to
I'm a
roll
lot
separately.
worse.
You'll get your own investigation as opposed to her getting advantage as one person.
Gotcha.
A shame.
Or them, I apologize.
No worries.
I'm gonna true strike my investigation to make sure I hit with it.
What?
So you're both rolling investigation.
Sweet.
At that point, could all three of us just roll investigation?
If you're checking
That's
stuff
not
out too, yes.
All right, sure.
There is a
That's not
difference
the
of
worst.
7 between our investigation
Oh,
modifiers.
Yup.
Oh boy.
Aster, you're new in town, and it gets
I'm
worse.
new. Okay, she's
Aster-
very clueless. Okay.
I'm sorry, we'll draw you into this conversation more.
Yeah, you're not, Aster, you're not really able to make out anything in particular outside of just the complete rubble that is everything out on this, like, front lawn. You can at least tell that you're confirming that the house is intact. There doesn't really seem to be much damage to it. It's all from stuff that was loose. Icarus, you're able to tell that some of the splintering and pieces of furniture would be along the lines of specifically dressers, boxes, sealed items, or like sealed containers, or at least maybe not sealed, but containers that have like the ability to open and close. And then Eliseo, you're able to tell, looking inside, that there is very specifically not really much damage to the house itself. It was all loose items
target this?
thrown about. It's items opened, containers opened, cabinets opened. There look like it looks like there are like some bare spots on like a fireplace mantle and a table that is way too big to be like completely empty. Nothing in particular catches your eye other than the fact that it's like loose stuff that is out of place or destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Like making it look like he literally like found the answer they've been looking for. They opened things.
It's also just, yeah, with that investigation check, it's blowing Aster's mind. Oh my god, you're right.
They also have taken things here, and here, and here, here, and there.
But what does it mean?
They were looking for something. Well, that was a good time.
Is there evidence that it wasn't just the governor? It was also this human monk guy staying there as well?
With that investigation check, we'll say that you're able to find that there were several bedrooms by way of furniture, at least.
Okay, good. They're still sleeping separate. It's fine. Our ship is safe.
But the place has been ransacked enough that you can tell it's nearly impossible to really tell if there were like multiple people living here or not.
Okay. Oh my god, they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
We're gonna make this happen.
Two bros chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
bring back vine culture.
Hey,
I
I'm ready to
need
go to
it.
bed, guys. How are you doing? Aster, Eliseo, you ready to go back, or do we need to do more investigating?
Yes, let's go home.
Woo! I
She's
go
so
half to bed,
disappointed.
so it's probably in 2 pieces.
Nope, stay out of my bed. We're going home. I really want this pan to be of like, all of us are going to bed. Ulta's on the floor. Juno and Eliseo like climb into their bed, and then the screen just expands, and just Icarus is like spooning in.
We can go with that.
Or like, how about like I wanted to be included, but wasn't, so I'm like curled up at the foot like a dog.
Yeah. And point of order, yeah, when the party goes to sleep, Aster still has a wild shape left, so she's just gonna like turn into like a little quail or something and go to sleep.
Aww.
All right.
Yeah, we'll like make you up a little bed or a pallet or something.
Yeah,
I'll get you some branches
We're
if you
very
want.
hospitable.
when you guys actually arrive back, Juno will have already entered into her trance, because I'm assuming that you guys were gone for a while. So she's just seated at the foot of the bed in a trance, and her eyes are still open as she's just looking down towards Alta, but she's like catatonic and not responding to anyone arriving back at the house.
I just am used to this, so I ignore it. Like, this is fine.
Oh, sister, you don't even try to sleep to keep up like the normalcy of other people nowadays? And I like lay down and pretend to sleep while I'm in my trance.
Give us your best snore.
Oh my god.
Mine's more of like a really like lighthearted like.
So
like,
Icarus,
more
are you
breathier than like nasally?
Icarus, are you choosing to actually sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you choosing to sleep, or are you choosing to make fake snoring noises while you trance?
I'm gonna sleep. I didn't realize it was that much of an option. I was like, I forgot that I didn't need to sleep, and then I'm just gonna go with sleep.
Yep. So you technically only need 4 hours of this semi-conscious trance state. So even if you do sleep, I'm gonna say you only need 4 hours. You can choose to rest more, but it's a semi-conscious state, and same goes for Juno. Yep.
Yep, Juno is currently in her trance, just reaching out to like her plane, essentially, like with Twilight and Dreams being associated so well with one another.
Mm-hmm.
She's just kind of gonna be like probing, trying to see if she can find the Moonweaver while she dreams.
Okay.
It probably won't happen, but that's what she's trying to do.
Well, you never know.
Hey, we can do that. I am gonna reach for a weird memory.
You can absolutely have like
Dream
subconscious intention.
Also,
doesn't
did
necessarily
you know,
mean it's going to be
brother-
answered.
Brother, did you know that you have advantage on investigation and insight checks?
I do.
That's part of our race.
Oh, there
I
you
need
go.
to fix that
We're
because
like-
I was.
Creepy,
I didn't realize-
observant of things.
I didn't realize if we were doing like the same race, or I was like the weird elf. So I didn't actually, I need to fix something there.
The weird
I mean,
elf.
if you want to be the weird
I'm
elf,
currently a spring seasonal elf, I think.
Oh, okay.
I clicked I don't know what I am.
I mean,
Look,
if you
we're getting too many
did go
choices,
full
really.
pallid, you would be.
Yeah.
You would have investigation advantage.
I'm bad anyways. It's fine.
Yeah,
I
just
accept
stay
that.
terrible. It's fine.
That was very pointed.
Wow.
Also, when I finish my mini sleep cycle, I'm gonna move over to Ulta, and I'm gonna hum to her while she sleeps.
Aww.
Okay, so for the 4 hours or so that you guys are in trance.
Happy
and-
birthday.
No, I was.
I'm not muted, right?
No, you
No,
are
you're not. You're fine. Sorry, we're bad.
I'm terrible.
That's all right. So for the 4 hours or so that you guys are all hard resting, Juno, you would catch every once in a while the sounds of people walking by, talking to each other, general sort of cleanup efforts, you can tell, but really nothing all that interesting. And then, so at the end of that 4 hour period, the rest of the party is still definitely resting. You would know that from your backgrounds, you would know that they are people who definitely need to rest longer in order to get a full rest. So you have a couple extra hours if there's anything that you wanted to do or discuss for that couple hours.
She's definitely going to spend her time praying, especially like in that first like couple hours of, or not hours, but like that nice window between night and dawn, like where there's just that like purpley haze on the horizon. I think that's when she would like spend time praying, but then she would also kind of look around the house and see if they have anything left to make breakfast. And if they did not have stuff left to make breakfast, she would go out of the house to see if she can get some breakfast food, even though it is in fact dawn. if that meant like hunting stuff for herself, she would go do that. But
Okay.
she wants to make a nice breakfast for her new friends.
Also, as
yeah,
a
go ahead.
note, before I went to sleep, LSAO definitely like tidied the house and like cleaned and like prestidigitationed all of the like broken pieces stuff away.
Yeah.
You don't leave that till morning. You clean that up. So I did that before going to sleep and kicking Icarus out of bed.
Okay. Juno, during your time of praying, you feel like you should be. Are you like looking for anything in particular, or are you just trying to make a connection? What are you feeling and trying to do here?
I think Juno is currently trying to figure out if the people who came here were the same group of people or a similar group of people who came and killed her father or anywhere related to them. Because I think it was orcs that killed our dad, ? Our dad dying was in my brother's background.
Yes.
I think it
was orcs.
I think it was. I don't think it's specified, but he made us promise to investigate the dragon cult. So
Yeah.
I assumed it was them. I don't know if we know for sure.
Yeah,
So-
just looking to see if like this is possibly the same group. Like she's wondering if this is more along the lines of like this is a cult. Oh no. Or if like this is kind of like she needs to avenge her father or her family in some type of way.
Okay, so there's a couple things we'll need to do here. Icarus, I'll need you to make an insight check.
Okay.
And we'll clarify something for your backgrounds here. Your father was mortally wounded during a raid by orcs, yes. But his mention of a dragon cult was not. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell if his mention of a cult was related to that particular event. It was more along the lines of he knew he was on his deathbed. He needed to admit something to you. He was involved with a dragon cult and regretted it, but he had kept it from you. So you don't really have any insight right now as to whether those events are related or not, but that is at least a clarification we can put on that backstory. Juno, you are make a religion check.
Oh, okay.
You're a cleric.
I don't need that kind of sass. My intelligence was my dump stat.
Was this advantage?
No.
Why did it roll
my
twice?
Same number.
It's the same number.
Oh, okay.
But it's just been a weird sheet time.
Okay.
I just clicked religion and it still did it twice.
Oh, okay. No worries.
It's probably just the setting on my thing that I haven't fixed.
I
Okay.
will say that D&D Beyond just alerted me via shutting down completely that something was going wrong. So I had to reload my whole sheet. So it might be a D&D Beyond thing.
Could be.
Neat.
Okay, so you're engaging in prayer now with the full intent of, I guess, communicating with your deity. This is. I don't believe you said this is anything that you've been able to successfully do before, right? You've had experiences of contact with your deity, but they've been vague and dreamlike, right?
Yeah, it's always been in like the dreamlike hours. So
Mhm.
like she's never physically been in the presence of the Moonweaver, but she feels like just because her dreams aren't necessarily tangible doesn't make them any less real.
Sure.
So she feels like she does have a very real connection with the Moonweaver. She believes that she is actually like blessed by the gods. She is very very like into her religion. Kind
Okay.
of like borderline cultist of her own, but there's no like actual group of people. It's just like her and her relationship. She's very devout,
Okay.
but she's just looking.
Yeah, so you will sort of get an image after you focus on your intents for a good 20 to 30 minutes. It's going to be slightly more potent than the I'll say events that you've experienced in the past. You'd be able to definitely tell that there's something subliminal happening with this image in your mind, and it's really along the lines of feelings. You see a sort of bird's eye view of definitely Greenest. You'd be able to tell, and it is like in a state of just the other day. It's clean. There are people about. There are people walking around the little market area to the east. Everything seems normal, and then you do like a wipe across to Twilight, and you see the town on fire. You don't see any people. You don't see any activity happening. It's just on fire from that same point of view, and you have this intense feeling deep in your gut of it's like a mix of remorse and anger. And the only thought that comes to your mind is, use this. And that is like entirely in the form of a feeling. It's not there. Those words were not spoken to you. That's just me describing the feeling that you get is that you need to use your emotion, use this. Anything else? Did I miss anything for that little transition period between the end of everybody's resting?
Juno has +2, and then I have +2.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna get up like after she like walks away for breakfast, because I only need the 4 hours too. So I'll probably spend a little bit more time because I was asleep. But then that's when I'm gonna move over to Ulta and just start humming and just making sure she's okay, because I'm a little worried still.
Okay. I'm gonna give all of you inspiration for all of the awesomeness that you guys have been doing so far.
Oh.
So
that's my job.
So good.
DM inspiration though. So
Yay.
yeah, all of you get one inspiration that will last for the next in-game day.
Oh, I love the little
Or
D&D
until you
Beyond
use it.
inspiration. It's a sunrise.
It is.
Oh, that's cute.
So the rest of the evening passes without any other activity happening. Icarus and Juno, on top of everything that you had already described, you would have noticed more of what Juno had heard before. There, people are about now, especially under daylight, and like fervently working at cleanup and repair where they can. And you can see that the town is on full-on like community mode with getting everything taken care of.
And I'm gonna assume like we're the early risers of the group, so like if I get a moment with her before other people wake up, and like I notice she's in thought, I'm gonna be like, "Are you looking for answers as well?"
One eye opens up. I'm trying to. I can't do that myself. Here we go.
I assume this was when you're making breakfast and like done
Oh.
doing your prayers and stuff.
Oh yeah, then if it's not during prayer time, then she'd be like, I've been trying. This is a weird place.
Yeah, I don't know where to look for them. I'm hoping for them, but I feel like it may take some time for us to get what we need.
I think you're right, but I think we have a direction now.
Yeah, it all kind of fell in our laps.
Not in the way I would hope. I kind of prefer to be giving
definitely not a
gifts,
good fall in the
not
lap.
like fall in lap, no.
Didn't fall like a feather, fell like a pound of bricks, but
Yep,
yes,
wasn't excited about that.
not
but I-
pleasant at all.
For what it's worth, I'm pleased that we'll be able to go on this next step together.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while.
Also, your tiny friend is a saint, and I will die for them.
I've only known her for a few days, but like this feeling that like
But if anything happened to them, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Eliseo? Did he just finish my sentence? Is that a normal thing?
I'm just
or did
sleep
they-
talking or
did they just
something.
finish my sentence?
Just sleep talking in the other room. You hear that come through the wall. Very thin walls here.
It's that weird magic of theirs, isn't it?
Angels are something. I don't want to say strange because I'm really intrigued.
Is that what this is? Intrigue?
Oh
Did you
no, it's
just
so
marry
much
me
more
'cause
than
I'm
that.
weird?
Just wearing me because I'm weird?
Oh no.
I went
Uh-oh.
to someone marry me.
Nope. Get out. Get out of my house.
And then I'll like try to find any like still working plates to like put on any still working tables or anything just to help.
Here's some water. Can you take that outside, pour it on the ground, see if any worms come up? Because I feel like Ulta would really like some worms. But I'm not
Oh.
sure. She might just be like crunchy worms. But she was definitely eating worms yesterday.
Yeah, no, she had some. I don't remember if they were worms or mealworms. Are they different?
I'm not sure. Is she gonna be like really offended if we just give her
Both of you make a
regular
nature
earthworms?
check.
I was like, the druid's asleep.
Is
I
it bad
can't
if this is
answer
where I use my +2?
Is this bad if this is where I use my advantage?
Oh my god.
I mean, you don't have to use it for your next roll.
I'm
You can
totally
choose
not
when to use
using
it.
I
That's
don't.
5 for me.
Honey.
9.
Honey.
You're both definitely having this conversation with not really much to go off of for context.
Honey.
I feel like
So?
she might appreciate that we tried.
Can I like, I'll, like find her snack bag and just like double check? Like, see if there's one in there.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Oh no!
Hey, not bad. That could have been worse.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna use my +2 to make that a 14, just so I don't forget about this. Thank you, Dev.
So, Ulta, you're going to notice that Icarus comes in and is kind of shuffling through your things. I'm going to let you describe to him what is in your bag. And I'll say he rolled well enough that if he was looking for something specific, so you can tell him if he finds that.
Yeah, so as you're kind of like looking through her different pockets and kind of like trying to figure out which little satchel is her snack satchel, you'll see one little bag like hanging from her side has some little like, I'll say like, kitschy shit, like little trinkets or baubles or cool stones, like just like hoarder status, like little cool things that she's finding. She's like sticking them in one bag. She's got the teacup and saucer in like on another hip. She's got like a couple of things kind of like dangling from up here that are like little satchels that she has like medicine, and like if she finds it, like they're just like extra little pockets. But kind of like underneath, like kind of like a side pocket, a chest pocket, you'll find her snack satchel for sure. And when you open it up, there's definitely an array of bugs. She isn't super picky, but you can tell that it's mealworms. They're not wet worms. It's not like a wet mixture. It's kind of a little bit more dry and crunchy. She probably is like picking berries, maybe sticking them in there, probably not, maybe like it's like whatever she is finding, but nothing like meat or anything like that. It's definitely dry bugs.
Okay. And I'm just gonna throw out there, I'm not trying to be invasive. If I realize it's not the snack bag, I'm not going in it. But I will quickly run out and be like, Juno, I think it bit me. And I'm gonna be like, okay. Also, they were all bugs. No like worms. Just bugs.
Oh, a worm bit you?
Something bit. There were bugs. I don't know what they were. There was just all kinds
I'll
of
look
bugs.
at your hand, and then
Yeah,
look
like
back at
probably
you.
crickets, mealworms, like maybe a cockroach or two.
I'll just stare back at my brother and be like, "Oh no, this is poisonous. Do you have any medicine? Do you have any like Benadryl or anything? You're gonna. This is not good."
Fantasy Benadryl.
No. We have on brand in here. This is good.
I wasn't built for this type of quest thing.
Oh.
And then you'll
I'm
watch
just
like a
sitting
slight smirk just like go up the side of her mouth.
I am sitting here with +6 to investigation and religion and nature, just sitting here being like, ask me. Just please let me know.
Please take
You are asleep.
I have to sleep twice as long.
But Juno, after like tricking her brother, she'd be like, "By the way, I have another trick we could play. This time you can be in on it, so it doesn't have to be at your expense. So we have the same hair. You could borrow
Oh no.
my top vestments that I'm wearing right now, and you could go in and be a little spoon to Eliseo.
You said we have
I feel like this is something that we've probably done before, but like,
The twin swap.
100% has happened.
Sister, I don't look like you. I haven't looked like you since we were born.
yeah, but I've got the hood. We're the same height.
And I'll immediately transfer.
Yeah, that's all I
adult
pay
self.
attention to in my life. is
Oh, that's
same
right.
hair
You can
color
do
and height.
Yep, you can change your body.
Yes.
I love this. This is great.
You'll need to
And
work
I-
on that bit, but just don't speak. That'll
I'm
just
gonna
give it
find
away.
I'm gonna find a spare robe, and I am going to crawl back into bed because I assume your schedule. I don't even wait for you to fill in the blank. I assume you wake up 4 hours early and then climb back in right before they wake up, and that's what I'm
yeah.
gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is because I want my spouse to feel like I've been there with them all night, but really every single night I get up after 4 hours
You know,
and like
I'm
go
gonna
do
go on a
stuff.
limb here and say you're the big spoon, and I'm gonna be the big
Oh
spoon.
yeah, 100%. I was like,
As much
I
as
am
I don't
definitely
want
little
to,
spoon. I
I'm
don't
gonna
care
be
that
the
I'm a
big
foot
spoon.
taller than her. I'm the little spoon.
Yep, so
Like,
nice
Icarus,
backpack,
probably not a big spoon. He has
But,
like
like,
daddy problems, but
head completely burrowed into the back, but full like arms coming up underneath rather
I
than
do like
around.
just a like lean back wrap around.
Yep.
It's good. Yeah.
Just slide
And then-
up between
and
the
then
armpits and
just
just.
the- Good morning, sweetheart.
Oh my god.
You know that
made
I'm saying
some-
that shit too. You probably heard us like whispering in the morning.
I
Being
made
really
you some
annoying.
tea.
LSAO, roll investigation or perception.
And I pulled out your favorite book.
Oh wait, I need to do it on
Because we've had a
here.
special
Is
day.
this
Uh,
is this
it-
verse his?
It's gonna be
Deception?
verse his deception. Yeah.
Or
Yes.
performance.
Uh oh.
I would,
Can I do performance?
It's. You know what? Yes.
I want to use. I want to use my GM inspiration for this, please.
I will as well. That's a D, what is that, a D6?
Okay. You guys need to decide if you're doing that or not before
Yeah.
seeing the result. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was before we know success or failure.
Uh,
Is it the result?
it's gonna be. I think it's result, isn't it? Let's find out. I always get them mixed
I
up.
don't know what they rolled, but I know what I rolled because I.
Somebody in
Roll
chat
it.
goes, "Hey there, pretty mama, let me whisper in your ear."
How did we get here? Guys, remember when we had a mission?
No,
Remember when there was a trickery
This is
cleric in the
important.
party?
no, this is a small town village, gentle house, like regular life RP campaign. That's what this is.
It's gonna get weird.
This is the DM giving us a break,
Oh no.
and then the next game.
This is what we needed.
Yeah, it doesn't specify, so I'm gonna say so. Well, from now on, it'll be you have to choose if you're using it or not before you attempt.
Okay.
But for now, it's all good. The okay, so
I'm
LSAO,
cradling what I think is my life. It's
yep,
fine.
you sure are.
I'm
So
gonna mark
is
mine off
this-
anyways.
Is this all happening at like the tail end of our long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, this is like first thing in the morning.
Yep.
Okay. So as Ulta starts like waking up, and she can definitely tell that it's Icarus. Like very confused. She's gonna like open her eyes, and she's got like and you're gonna see her kind of blink her like she's got the extra eyelid.
The reptilian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the eyelid.
So you're gonna see her blink. She's just gonna blink a lot, and she's gonna open her snack satchel and just like sit back and just
Wait,
start
my
like
question is-
seeing how this is gonna go.
How do you know
like-
it's me?
Well, I'm assuming I guess I wouldn't. I'm not sure. DM, I guess you decide. I would assume
Are you
I would be
doing-
sitting on the floor looking at you guys if you guys aren't significantly.
Because I look like Juno
You're
right now.
well. Let's do
Oh,
this.
You did disguise self.
He did. He
Is it
did
disguise?
disguise.
Well, then,
I love
Yeah.
that you wasted a spell on this. This is golden.
It's
Yeah.
a free slot. I'm a warlock.
ooh, fancy. Yeah, if it looks like Juno, then Ulta would definitely.
Then you're gonna come join the spoon? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she's gonna like.
Just
she'll
come out to the smell of
definitely-
breakfast, where you will also see Juno cooking.
Yeah, and then that's when she's gonna get very uncomfortable, because there's just gonna be like a moment where she's going between the door and like the bedroom, and like.
I didn't realize they looked that similar.
Yeah,
Wait.
just super confused.
Aster's here too now.
Yeah,
she's
just,
awake.
like already eating.
Yeah,
Elsayo is
she,
officially
she walked
the late,
out like
the late
started
waker.
breakfast.
Absolutely.
And,
I am a night owl and do not wake up easily, which means you get greeted to just like the arm like reaches back to like give you a hug and just like lean back and just kind of like I'm too tired to actually like kiss you, so I just like head bump you and then just stay there. Just like, hey.
Just like a single bead of sweat, like.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'm
already
gonna-
out at the table, and she druid crafts a little like centerpiece for the table.
Aw.
So
Juno
I'm
will
gonna
just
walk
clap
over
hours,
to
like,
Aster, and I'm gonna whisper to you. There's two of her.
Yeah, it's,
And then I am going to whisper to Eliseo.
Oh no.
I don't know if you noticed last night, but the dragons burnt most of your books.
Sit up straight. I checked on them. That's not true.
And then I'm like,
Whack. I'm going to hit you, please. I would like
Go
to make
for
an
it.
unarmed
Make an attack roll. Yep.
I roll this one. Yes.
I believe it's 16 hits you, right, Icarus?
Yes.
I think so.
3
Let me
bludgeoning
check.
damage from that because I am a
She
strong.
backhands you across your cranium, and
It's not even backhand. It's like 2 open like slaps, like immediately down.
Ooh, like when we play that game on the school bus where you just slap people and try to leave red stars.
Yeah.
It was violent growing up.
sure was.
Yeah.
All right,
we're
it's
fine.
it's definitely morning now. You're all
I push him off the bed. After that, there's just.
Juno is just smirking to herself this whole time, just very happy that like this feels very much like what the past like 3 years have felt like prior to all the bad stuff happening.
Yeah.
the family
So-
dynamic is coming out.
Yep.
In my lower voice, I'm like, morning, lovely.
That's when I push you off the bed.
While we're sitting at breakfast, I'm gonna turn to Aster. You know, after I mentioned the fact that there's like two of the same human, and I was real confused. But I am gonna I'm gonna say like, do you have any directions from your faction as to where we're going next, or do you think we really should just follow this lead and capture this guy or find somebody?
I mean, the most I got was just go to Greenest. There's dragon cult activity, and I'm guessing this is the dragon cult because, you know, an actual dragon. I guess, yeah, I think this is our best lead, honestly.
Yeah, same.
My card out.
And you'll see her kind of like straighten her like little vest where she's like hand sewn the Lord's Alliance thing on there. Like it's not probably legit yet. She thinks it is pretty
This is my
legit.
badge. I made it myself.
Yeah. It's like a homemade Girl Scout badge.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I made myself a sheriff star.
And
Like
then
the Pawnee Goddesses patches.
oh my,
Yes.
no,
Such a good
but,
reference.
there's also that necromancer group thing that's apparently happening here. That's like, I don't know if that's connected at all, but that's also something that was mentioned. I don't know.
Yeah. Which seems more pertinent to you, the dragon cult or people raising the dead?
I mean, considering the cult just, burned down the entire town, I feel like that's a little bit more important, but I don't know.
All of you make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Are you all having this conversation together, or is that just between Aster and Ulta?
I mean, I'm having.
I mean, it's just kind of like an open conversation. We're just like at the table. Like,
Okay.
I don't think we're...
Yeah, everybody make a perception check then, please.
Oh,
I'm gonna
dude,
walk out of the
allegedly
room
gonna be-
still as Juno, like, strutting before LSAO comes out, like, flip my hair back, like, good morning, everyone.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
I'm doing another unarmed attack.
Juno and Aster, you would have. Oh, LSAO 2. You would have all.
I don't know, you said everybody roll.
Yeah. Sorry, the one for you just came up after I started talking. The three of you would have, thinking back to the night before, everything that you had witnessed, like nothing seemed to really involve magic, and at Aster's comment, you're thinking necromancy is, especially to you, LSAO, that's a pretty obvious school of magic, and casting that sort of magic has components and verbal and somatic components that you would pretty easily be able to recognize. Even though it was pretty chaotic last night, you feel pretty confident that sort of thing was definitely not happening around here.
I really like this background noise.
It's real nice.
It is. It's very pleasant.
Yeah, it's a little happier than the intensity of all the other stuff that just happened.
Oh,
but
but that was a banger, though.
it was.
So,
Don't worry, there are more.
Stress.
Yeah.
I felt like I was
Good.
about to develop hives. I was like,
Felt my heartbeat in my face, but it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
There's
That was
plenty more where that came from.
Yeah, so as I see everybody walking out, especially the group that went to do the investigating, I'm gonna ask them if they found anything worth note at Lysol's house.
Yes,
It's not Lysol's house. It's where they thought he might have been staying.
Oh, check.
Leosin Erlanthar's
Erlenmeyer,
place of temporary residence. Because
where
he was hooking
definitely not involved in a relationship with the governor, because the governor definitely is involved with the sergeant.
And then as she asked this, I'm gonna realize, oh shoot, I'm still Juno, and then drop it.
Yeah, because she's horrified right now. I'm so confused. There's
Also, but if you didn't realize, we used to look a lot more alike when we were born. This is just now something.
you've had a lot of sun.
Something like that.
She's just like very pale, very light
tan,
hair.
bronze tan, golden.
Which, out of the
blonde.
three of us that have the same last name, the two that you think would be siblings are actually
I'm married.
Because I also am very pale and very light-haired, so it's just okay.
It's
One is
the
the black
ears. The ears are what make my brother and I look alike. They're just.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
Got a couple umbrellas going on.
So, at the governor's house where we were, it was definitely ransacked. Things were looked for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you get any of his, like, maybe like a notebook or two of this guy's, like, that says like, hey?
Well, we don't know for sure if the monk was staying there, is the thing. Like, we heard it, but there was no evidence of like him being there. It was too beaten to hell was the house. So
Probably what we should do after breakfast and everything is actually go talk to the governor as well, now that he's probably not as busy, just to get more information from him.
yeah.
Morning, and I like walk over and kiss June on the forehead.
Are you sure it's her? I say as myself.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
I
When
Oh,
Juno
man.
gets like disguised self or
amend.
something like that. Oh,
I
all bets
amend.
are off.
I lean down to kiss. I glare at Icarus and then finish the kiss.
All right. So you guys said you were going to Governor Nighthill to check things out more with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
As we
cool.
walk, I
What?
lean over to LSA and be like, Ulta carries a saucer and teacup on her hip, and I
one now?
want that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to LSA and go, I swear it was her idea.
Yeah.
Indeed, it was.
I just have like a completely blank face, like I didn't hear what my brother just said.
Yep.
All right.
I just
as-
do the like arm around and like pull Juno in and then just like knuckle a little bit.
And then I'm gonna put my arm around Aster and say, welcome to the family.
Yeah, sorry you haven't been as involved in the shenanigans. If you'd like to be, if not, run now.
Well, that's,
There you go.
that's okay.
All right, so as you guys are heading out now, this is a very good time to take a quick break. All right,
Why
we're
are
back,
people
everybody.
running?
There's been a whole bunch of RP shenaniganizing. You guys
We're
are...
not sorry.
No, you're not, and that's okay. You are at least officially on your way out to find the governor? Question mark?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna reconvene, see what's what.
Okay.
Yeah, see what's missing. If anything of import is gone, that we should also look for.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
like
make eye
ask for
contact with everyone.
facts.
I'm gonna be like, guys, let me open this conversation. I got this. Like, just trust me on this one.
Oh, God.
Juno trusts you implicitly. She's just like, yep, he's good with people.
I trust you implicitly, but to do a whole different slew of things than what
I've
Juno
got a
trusts you
friendly
to do.
face.
You had my wife's face just
This
Yes,
morning.
kind eyes.
You still weirded out by that, LSAO?
I wasn't weirded out the first time because this isn't the first time.
If you look, we actually do have very similar facial structures, like the cheekbones, the ears, the eye shape. Like, you shouldn't be that perplexed by it. We're twins.
I'm not perplexed by anything you do at this point.
Wonderful. Okay, Governor.
Okay.
Walk in.
Where are you
crossed.
going? Are you going to the estate?
Let's check the estate first, and then if he's not there,
Yeah,
maybe we go to
it's
the
like-
keep.
Yeah, it's like right here, so like, you know, it makes sense to stop there first. I walk ahead of everyone, even if they don't want me to. And I will knock on the door if it's still there.
Okay. All of you can tell that it's still an absolute mess on the outside. Open ways are busted just like they were last night, and nobody seems to be here.
To the keep! And I walk.
And just kidding, now the whole line turns around, so I'm in front. Power move.
I am an elf. I walk faster than you. I am in
I'm
front.
6'7". Get out of here.
Your movement speed is 30 feet minus 35. Get out
I
of
can
here.
fly, bitch.
Oops, I went way
It
past
doesn't
it.
increase your speed. It just makes you go overhead.
No, I can go in a straight line across roofs.
So can I. I just run into walls.
It
Get
does
over
take you an
yourself.
action to do that, and then you can only do it once per day. Are you still doing that?
No.
You should save that.
She said no.
See how much we can compete over those points.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we do.
Just saying.
Juno will look at Aster and Ult and be like, I'm so sorry. They're just like this.
Well, it's okay. It reminds me of my pack quite a bit, actually. It's nice.
Your pack?
Mhm.
Like,
Like your animal pack? I'll say.
P-A-C...
Like, that's
Are you
Yeah,
a
is it
warlock?
packed or pack?
no, like PACK, pack.
Oh.
You can see Alta trying to put this together.
As is
Well, I
Juno.
think
She's like...
you guys probably know that she's a shifter. Like, you know, they have like certain like facial features and everything that would probably give that off.
Not to be problematic, but what kind of like visually, what kind of shifter are you again? You're a bird, right?
Wild, yeah, avian, kind of like her nose is a little like bit more
'Cause
curved and like yeah.
I was thinking wolf, but if it's clearly not wolf, I'm not gonna ask that.
Yeah. So if I'm seeing avian features, then I'll also offer a lot of mealworms to you, knowing full well that you're probably not going to accept them, but I'll offer
I mean,
them
she did in like the previous RP.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I took one too.
Oh, yeah.
No
well,
problem
I thought
with it.
you picked berries
Absolutely
out.
no problem with it.
Oh well, I think you finally peer pressured me into eating one, but like that's not the point.
Yeah.
Yes, peer pressure into eating worms. It's like elementary school again.
Oh my.
Tell me we're not elementary schoolers.
That's what this
Yikes.
is.
200-year-old elementary school kid.
That's what this is.
That sounds like hell.
Yeah, it does.
Are you sure that's not what this
I mean,
is?
heck.
So we're at the keep, right?
So we're at the keep.
You're at the keep.
I will look like. Where's the governor?
You're able to get right in the front door, and you can see both the governor and sergeant sort of working. They've makeshifted a almost like a working area for themselves to coordinate with people that are in and out. So they're in this same area on excuse me, on the like inner open area of the keep.
I walk up. Hello, governor.
As one should.
You want to take the charge here?
Oh my goodness.
After hearing hello, Governor, Juno will just sit there, like, she was very, like, blank-faced when they walked in here, and she'll just smile. Like, this is gonna go great.
I'd like to point you, Mr. Governor, to our leader, LSAO, who had questions for you.
Good morning, LSAO, and he's gonna have this demeanor of, like, what? Because they already know each other.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like shrug. Meet my brother-in-law.
I have organized this meeting as the secretary of LSAO the
That's
RN.
not true.
I have it
In
right here on my
any way.
notebook. Clipboard. Yes.
She
And I'm
just
gonna
pulled
walk away.
clipboard out of nowhere.
He's just gonna kind of look at you while you're almost babbling here and say, well, I suppose he's in good spirits this morning.
I only
Yeah.
slept 4 hours.
So we last night received a tip, perhaps, that there was a human coming around these parts. Leosin Erlenthar?
Yes, the monk.
Yes, was supposed to be meeting with you, staying with you, perhaps? Hasn't been
rooms?
seen around like he was supposed to be, so we were wondering. I will swat Icarus for that in the middle of speaking.
I'm gonna wander away and literally just let them do their thing.
Wondering if you knew where he was to be expected.
He was expected to meet with me, yes, and he came just hours before that raid happened. I have no reason to believe that's related other than the fact that he had information regarding this dragon cult and its various activities around the Sword Coast. But he did not come bearing news that he thought anything was happening here soon.
And that seemed on level, not like he was hiding anything.
Not to me.
Okay. We have his apprentice, I think. Nisem? I forget what the accent was, because I've been calling him
Nesim.
Nisan.
Nesim.
Cool.
That's who you were calling Nissan.
Yes.
I thought I thought you were
Nope.
calling this one guy two
That's
different
a-
Yeah,
names.
I thought you were
Nissan.
also calling Lysol Nissan, and I
No,
was like,
2 different people.
Nope, two
wow,
different-
you go from Lysol to
And they're
Nissan?
both
How
in
did we
my
get
name.
Even
here?
we can't keep up.
It's okay. He could. He was laughing. It's fine.
Intelligence is a dumb stat.
He. So, Nessum, his apprentice, was mentioning he may have disappeared with the raiders.
Sorry, 1 second.
No worries. Quick, team, help me figure out the questions I'm supposed to ask to this guy.
Yes.
So I forget.
Good job.
Okay, tell her I said good job.
Okay, good.
Oh, good job.
Good job.
Good job!
Good job. Everybody
Yay!
gets a good job.
Sorry, guys.
We're not sorry.
We're not at all.
We are not at all sorry.
They did a good job.
Good job.
Good job.
We support.
That's
we
my
support good
girlfriend's son,
jobs.
Joey.
The goodest of jobs.
Joey is adorable.
Yes.
Please don't name any
He's-
NPCs, Joey,
He's pretty
or we
great.
will have to
No,
adopt them.
I'm staying away from that.
Okay, my kid in the other campaign is named Joey.
It's already happened. It's already happened. You're too late.
Sorry, it's too late. I've already adopted
mad.
my.
Oh man. All right.
man.
Anyways,
Anywho,
So, Governor.
so
what was I
Governor.
supposed to be asking?
You were asking just regarding Nessum.
Nessum. Yep.
I'm gonna be standing like literally underneath Eliseo's feet.
Yeah.
Like, cause she's like 5 feet taller than me. You're
Yep.
like 6 foot tall.
I am
Okay.
6'7".
Okay, yeah, I'm 2.5 feet tall.
I will notice and just be like, do you want to be up here on eye level?
And I'll get no. Ask him as if he's not immediately next to us.
I'll like lean down.
Ask him if this guy had like books or notes, or if he left a fucking bag behind. You know? Maybe he had something that he like dropped somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tucked
And then
between some
I'll
mattresses.
say it to Eliseo as if she's
Yeah.
legitimately the voice of the group, not acknowledging the governor who's right there.
Right there. I love it. I'm just gonna kind of like look up from this crouch next to this little kobold and just be like, yeah. Like, I assume that he heard the questions. It's just like, gonna answer.
Yeah. So he says no. The monk came to me with almost nothing, not but a sack that couldn't have fit more than a few days' rations and maybe some simple weapons. Not really much. He didn't use any notes or anything when he spoke to me, but he did say he was sent by the Harpers Association.
That's good to know. Hang on, my pen is dying. I can't write these notes down. Fixed it, we're good. Shut up, you are not my secretary, Icarus. Get out.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I would like to just take Icarus and just kind of like knee him in the gut and like bend him down and start using his back as a desk to write these notes down.
When the governor said Harper's Association,
Yeah. I just kind of look at my
Juno's head kind of like tilted to the side and was like,
That's the only reason I came back. I was across the keep and I heard Harper's, and we're Harper's.
dude,
Sorry.
Thank you.
He'll continue. He told me that his association was working, oddly enough, with other factions, and had sent him and other agents across the Sword Coast to investigate this cult, because these raids have been more frequent.
All right.
Oh,
Do
there's
I
a-
remember anything? So, my brother and I are both Harpers, and LSAO is kind of like married in a little bit to that.
Great, I'm a Harper-in-law.
This is the first time. So Icarus, you have something else that you can choose to share or not share. But for Juno and LSAO, this is the first you're hearing of contacts with the Harpers Association since well before the incident with your family 3 weeks ago.
So, I was just in Iria Bar before we came here, with Aster and Ulfa, clearly. And I went to look for Harper because they heard of something, and I had not heard of anything yet. So I went to check with the Harpers. I couldn't find anyone. So that's all I got. So, like, yeah.
But we had a Harper right under our nose this whole time at the library. Well, for
Yeah,
a day.
I've
Isn't
seen
more
this
reason to get
guy.
him back?
We could.
I feel like we should really try to find this monk.
Especially now that we know he's part of our group.
Yep.
We kind of have to. Loyalties and whatnot.
Tie-ins, story tie-ins. Oh no.
Well, then the information he had would probably be valuable. He,
It's a good thing we already agreed to help him then.
amazing.
That would look bad if not.
Just tell this injured man, no, we're not gonna help you. And walk away.
And
Sorry,
have
we're only
Warlock.
here for the wholesome family RP. We can't accept your story request.
We're actually staying in this town for the rest of our happy little lives.
Yep, we're here to settle.
Yep, we're gonna farm XP with just
Right.
That's what you did
Campaign's
for LSAO,
over.
isn't it?
good job, team.
Good campaign.
We're done here.
good job, team.
So does anyone
Session
have
2.
does anyone have any idea where they've gone? Where the cultists went? Like what direction? Maybe.
Weren't they going westward?
They
Yeah, they kind of like went out like the same way that they came in.
Mhm.
Yes.
And even just like if the governor has any more information, because they sent out a group to kind of.
Yeah, they left westward.
going
Oh, you're asking
Yeah.
him this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I checked out for a second." You guys just
No, I
Rambling.
thought I legitimately
thought we
thought you
were
were
RPing.
asking like talking to each other still.
I'm teasing.
The he will respond. Yes, we saw them leave west the way they came in after they were finished, and 2 of my scouts say they turned south, but didn't follow far. You would know that there are no like major roads. There's no notable, like you'd have to travel pretty darn far to get to other like notable towns, let alone cities or other major milestones. They just headed south.
That is peculiar. Is it just maybe that they're trying to make it harder for us to follow them, going 2 different directions?
Oh, I gotta retcon that a little bit. You know that like
Perfect.
way south is a mountain range, but everything else is the same. They're the only major road through Greenest is east or southwest. More west than south.
So can we? And Ulta is saying this to like the group. Can we start heading out of town and seeing if we can? There's no way that a big group like that with a bunch of giant creatures didn't leave behind a lot of tracks.
Right.
That's fair.
And they can't be moving very fast.
Yeah.
I just had one of those, what are they called, brain bubbles? Yes.
Thoughts?
So, just
Oh,
like I
what?
did when
Yeah, thoughts.
when we were on our investigation the other day. So, dragons. Mountains have caves. Dragons like caves?
Make a nature check.
Can I make a private nature check just so that I know that he's wrong?
Yeah. Asterisk
16.
from mountain.
You can always
so, like,
hide a roll. You can just
Oh,
whisper it to me.
I want to see if she knows this. Just because she is from a mountain range.
We all are like, we have to see.
19. Ooh.
Okay. So LSAO, you're not really sure.
Yeah, right.
Icarus, you're making connections that make sense. Aster, you know that This is definitely true a lot of times, but not always for dragons. You know that dragons have various habitats that correspond directly. Their color is their tell, essentially, for where their habitats would be, or at least where they'd be comfortable. And a mountain range is absolutely one option for several types of dragon.
Wait, if the dragon brought lightning, it would make its home in the clouds.
You guys definitely know, though, that this mountain range is like 150 plus miles away. Like, there's no way they would have gone there overnight, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll say we maybe pack up some rations in the off chance we'll be out for a day or two or a few. And then start tracking.
I get it.
I think that would be good, yeah.
Dragon.
It's a,
Well,
New
so
song,
you're on
when's
your
the
game
next
today.
mixtape?
I would like to please leave.
Guess what? When you leave, I'm coming with you.
Okay, so you're heading out then?
Think
All right, so let's flip you guys to...
Before we leave, could I ask the governor,
Yeah.
do you have a map of this area? Just in case we get lost.
I do.
I'm not good at traveling in the daylight. I don't know directions right now.
He's going to hand you guys a map of... Whoops, I just flipped to the same
That's right,
page.
sister. You could use some sun.
You'll
I need
get
to get
a
a
map
hat.
of this general area, and only a few locations will be marked. We are looking at the very, very southern
Bottom.
end. Yep. Let me make sure I'm flipped to the right thing on here. There we go. So everything that's marked, you see area board, which is where you came from, and the path that you came over to Greenest. This town that's marked, you're not familiar with, called Burdusk, is the only other marked location.
Okay. Neat.
We can
We have a map.
cartograph it.
Yeah, let's explore the world.
Again,
I mean,
Maybe after we
there's a plot
if
here.
we follow this cult everywhere, chances are we'll have a whole map filled
Show
out.
me on the
Yeah.
map where the plot is.
That was good.
Right over here.
Wait, we'll go the opposite direction, please. We're gonna set up a tea shop.
I want to go to those woods and that mountain.
Let's go to the beach.
So they went
Beach
west.
Go to the beach.
Beach
So-
episode.
Oh my.
Is it safer?
So they went west and then turned south.
They went west out of the town and then took a pretty quick turn directly south. Not even a half mile outside of town.
So they're not on the big
Like,
road.
Southwest?
They're going like in this way.
Definitely not on the big road. And everybody make a survival check, please.
Ooh, I can do that.
No.
I'm
It's like
good
the
at
one
that.
thing I'm not good at.
I am good at that.
Oh wait, I'm also not good at perception.
9.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
Wait, that was my
I
roll.
did great.
Yeah.
I got a
Ooh,
9 as well.
Not bad.
Hey, I got a
Or
9.
wait.
So Ulta and
Why is the
Eliseo,
bard-
Ulta and Eliseo, you'd be able to see very easily. There is a wide scattering of tracks going both in and out of the town. The rest of you are able to definitely tell that the tracks going out of the town are deeper and not as far apart, as if the people who made these tracks were weighed down in some way. So it's easy enough to find the path that they took on their way out.
They be looted. They were carrying stuff.
Yes.
For those of you who don't speak slang.
Fair point.
Mostly Eliseo, who's more of an active
So
I also didn't know.
the path you're following, you're going to be going several miles before you get to anywhere else. So over the essentially almost day that you're following these tracks, is there anything that you want to be talking about, planning, figuring out?
About 10 minutes into the hike, I want to say, we should have asked for a horse and cart.
I thought we were supposed to be being
I
stealthy.
can be a horse for a little bit, but that's it.
I thought we were supposed to be kind of stealthy.
Yep, that's a good
That
point.
too.
No horse, no cart. Just feet.
Just feet.
And then on we march.
We could walk quickly, I guess. I don't
Yep.
feel like we need to necessarily stealth like this first, like maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, we can
Oh yeah,
just
for sure. We have some time.
we can just look like regular travelers too.
Mm-hmm.
We could look
could
like
look like
trail
cultists.
runners, like those people who just run for fun in the wilderness.
That sounds miserable, sister.
It's true.
Yeah, who would do that?
Like actually.
It's like
yeah,
half
it's like
the-
I think most of us do that.
yeah, it's just like my brother
Yeah.
and I who are just like, who runs? For what?
Okay, we'll say 3 or 4 hours pass. Anything else in particular?
I don't know. Probably I've smacked Icarus a couple more times.
Not for damage, please.
No.
I'm already
Okay.
3 lower than everyone.
You brought that on yourself.
So
Actually, no.
another
Corn
few
Dog brought that on you.
another few hours pass, and just as dusk is approaching, you're going to note a small plume of smoke coming from your southwest. Looks like it's definitely right along this track trail that you're following, but it's still a couple miles off in the distance.
Can we stealth now? Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I think that'd be a great idea.
All right, let's all just
We need
actually
like a little
whisper now.
extra.
Are we
Do
stealthy?
we need a little bit of help with that, or do you think we're gonna be okay? I can help with that again.
really them. I think we should just wait until we can see what it is.
Fair enough.
Do we want some light while we're stealthing so we know where we're stepping?
And if defeats the purpose of stealthing.
I think, yeah, that takes away the stealth.
Oh,
Point.
I've got it. Okay, that was a call out to me. Okay, hi everyone.
Wait, was it?
Well, if you remember the night before, I cast Eyes of Night for everyone. So that way
I was just
everyone
thinking
could
about
see.
casting light.
No,
Don't
I
cast
don't need
light.
light. If it's so it's like kind of like the twilight hour right now. I'm in my
Yes.
element. Okay.
How long does it
Juno would
last?
probably wait till it was like actually kind of dark because it only lasts for an hour and she doesn't know.
Okay.
So she'd probably wait until like right before we got there, but it's enhanced dark vision for everyone in the party because that's what I get at this level.
Yeah, amazing.
And you get dark vision for 300 feet.
Yeah.
So it's just like you
Nice.
Very. I see all.
your pupils just get really dilated and your eyes slowly start to turn black like mine. It's great.
Okay.
Sounds like a health
Um,
condition.
Are you
No,
are
just
you
enlarged pupils.
are you directly approaching?
Oh,
This
I have
campfire
a
is-
bird.
You do have a bird.
I should just have the bird do a little scouting.
We finally agree on a
so
plan,
smart.
and you throw it through a loop.
Yep.
I see your plan. Trash. Here's my plan.
We can do plans at the same time. I can just send my bird and let you have
Send-
your other plan.
Well, no, we'll
I mean,
send
we
the
walk
bird
pretty
ahead.
slow anyways.
Yeah,
because
the
we'll
bird
have to
will go ahead.
stealth, so the bird can go ahead.
So the bird can fly like a regular owl because that's what Puff is. He's an owl who can
That's what
definitely
birds
see at night.
do.
That's what burbs do.
Did we roll stealth
I just finally actually
You don't
looked
need to roll
go
stealth yet.
prepare my spells.
Okay.
And that's when I remembered I had a bird.
I
It
need
is
to see
nighttime,
what
and I just
these,
prepared my
what the distance is that you can do. There you are.
I can see through my bird from 100 feet.
Oh, would you like me to carry you, LSAO?
Just no words.
That is a cold, dead stare.
Take it, that's a nope.
Yep.
LSAO's actually already in their bird,
Yep.
and I'll
That's
just
exactly
grab
what's
LSAO's hand and pull LSAO forward.
Yep.
That was a lot less menacing than I expected.
Nope, I saw it. I knew what was happening. We're married.
We're married. It's really fun because, additionally, to complement Juno's blank, creepy stare, LSAO also has no pupils and irises. It's just all silver, like, light eyes. So...
We are an edgelord couple, but like the softest of edgelords.
We're the softest edgelord couple.
A pastel goth couple.
Yeah, I have normal eyes.
We're perfect.
All right,
Y'all,
so
fan
you
art now. We need it.
we're well before the point that you guys need to stealth. But LSAO, you feel like it's a good point that you'd be able to send off your bird.
Yeah. Puff and stuff.
Puff. Oh,
Wait, are you
his
sure
name
it's
is
not a
Puff.
dragon?
Okay.
His name is not Puff, but somehow that's the only thing he responds to because wife.
So his name is Puff.
So his name is Puff.
Yep.
Okay.
I love my wife.
So as Puff flies along toward the small plume of smoke,
Yes.
he's going to see a group of people around a campfire. Let me take a look here quick. He'll see 8 kobolds and 4 humans. They from a distance they seem like they kind of like jostling with each other a little bit, and tending to something at this fire, but otherwise generally lounging around.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Hey.
be like, LSAO, remember to look for the rear guard, dude.
I will look for a rear guard.
That's what the sergeant told us, right? The governor sergeant?
A rear guard is a group, not one particular person.
That sounds in character for me.
Yeah, it does. Also, you would not know, but I can't actually hear you.
Oh, I thought you could not see but
Nope.
hear.
No,
I-
all of their
Also,
I
senses.
go to
sight-
the
I
familiar.
lose sight
Yeah.
and sound. I can still touch, which is why I could keep walking if.
Good thing you elaborated because I was about to prank you.
Oh, if you think I haven't pranked my
Oh,
spouse as many times as I possibly could, including like
Like
just
2 days ago
setting
doing
like
this, yeah.
a pie right in front of their face, so when they blinked and I just smushed the pie in their face, like that's definitely something.
It's happened.
I just love following a goddess of trickery. It's so much fun.
I just love you. And I say that in and out of character.
Just
So
like,
what's Puff
as you're,
doing,
like-
by the way?
So Puff is just trying to fly casual like an owl would. And then once I like see the group and stuff, then he'll probably like fly casual back to me. Are you about to shoot my bird?
You don't know.
Okay.
We will riot.
Owls do have the flyby trait, which means they do not provoke opportunity attack.
Yeah. I
I
assume
don't know how that counts. as
Okay.
flyby attack.
need them.
LSAO, this is something that you do often.
Yeah.
You know that it's pretty darn easy for an owl to blend in the outdoors like this.
Yeah.
In character, you would,
owl.
unless you have other reason to be concerned. In character, there is no natural reason to be concerned about his safety.
Yeah, I'm not. Eliseo's not concerned. Niffer's concerned.
So is he coming back to you, or is he still going?
But like casual, like doing a couple of like slow. Like it's not like he flies in a direct line straight to me. Like he'll fly like into the tree line so that they can't see him, and then he'll like head back to me, but like out of sight.
I'm just pulling LSAO along so we can at least
Yeah.
get closer to the camp, even if the bird doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like he doesn't want to like lead directly back to us.
Okay. The last thing you would have seen through his vision is exactly what I described.
Yep.
I should add to it a little bit more and say that they are sort of off of the trail that you're going along and within, like in between a few trees.
Yeah.
But you didn't get close enough to hear anything in particular or get any more detail than that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Before coming back to my own senses, I'm just gonna flick out my hand a little bit just to like clear the radius in front of me. Because I have learned from experience that coming out can lead to a pie in the face. So we're just gonna do a test swing, and then once I don't run into anything, I'll come back to my own senses, and then let my bird make
Did
it
you
back.
try to hit me again?
No. Maybe. What?
What was
I don't know
that?
if you're... Oh, you're in character asking?
Yeah, you just swung in front of you.
You really think that I would trust you guys with not having senses around me?
Oh, that's what you were doing. That explains
Juno
why you didn't
just
respond to me.
smirks.
No, that was intentional.
Okay. Oh, so I don't need to repeat myself. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
8 kobolds, 4 humans around a fire. What was the distance-ish?
He would have seen that from about 100 feet away.
So from about 100 feet
He has that field
that
of view,
direction?
right?
Yes.
100 feet away from where he was, and that was 100 feet away from you.
So 200 feet that way?
Yeah.
And I point the appropriate direction?
Did you see the rear guard?
Yes. That was them.
Gotcha.
Oh.
You know, maybe I should ask questions before we leave to do things next time.
Yeah.
Did one of the humans look like a monk?
Or possibly a captive of any kind.
Did
Was
one
there
of the-
tents?
There were
Was
no
there-
tents. There were no tents. And LSAO, make an investigation check. This is going to be like
Yes.
retroactively thinking back to what you just saw.
Wow. I rolled a 2.
Oof.
Yeah,
Still
Eight?
impressive for a 2.
just a quick flyby. You all you were able to really tell is that there were 4 people and 8 kobolds.
It was all kind of just a cluster of people. Just a lot of activity all happening around one fire.
Well, either way, we need to get someone from the group, so we have to get closer. So
Yep.
we still have time to investigate. All right. I'd say we do the stealthiest people first.
I'm pretty stealthy. I'm little.
Stealthy.
I'm pretty.
I'm thinking if that includes me or not, because do I
What
even
is your
technically have a
stealth?
weapon?
I have
I
a
think
plus
that's-
5 on my stealth.
My stealth is
Nice.
+4.
I'm also +4.
Oh, I have a
Twins.
rapier. Don't worry. I have a
I'm
weapon.
also a
I
plus
thought
2.
I thought I
Aster,
didn't
you
have
and
a
me.
weapon.
Yeah.
Rear guard. We found the rear guard. It's me.
Oh, then we just need to take you back as prisoner.
No. Nice try.
No,
I ruined your joke. Congrats.
There are rear guard. It's fine. I got it, LSAO.
Oh, they're your rear guard.
Clever.
Can I roll stealth now?
Please stealth out of this
Do we
conversation,
want
please.
help with that at all? Because, like, again, like, I can
Oh, I mean,
out character pass without a trace if we need that.
but like that's like your decision. You know, like I'm not the smartest either
How
way,
much
so
do
like
you
I can't
trust
tell you
us?
doing that. Yeah.
To be quiet. It's the real question.
I would pet cast it.
I'd say,
I
yeah,
think it's a good
just
idea.
based on our sneaking last time, because I casted this before. Yeah,
Yeah.
if we're stealthing, I'm just gonna pass without a trace.
If I were to describe my appearance in metaphor, there's a shiny flower blooming in the sunlight, reflecting all the light. Very stealthy.
Perfect.
Sorry, I was a little poetic there. It's the bard in me, you know. I
His
don't remember where I
modifier
was going
says
with that.
+4. His entire personality says -10.
While you're casting that, I'll also just give you my gift of sight. So that way, at least you don't trip over as much.
Yeah.
Were you saying that to everyone or to Aster?
To everyone.
To
Okay.
you.
Okay, I am very dexterous.
Okay.
Okay, so
Plan set.
Plan
yes.
Okay, so
Us
I'm
have
going to
plans?
say you get to about 100 feet away before you need to do a stealth check,
Perfect.
and a stealth check will let you advance to from 100 feet away. You can see, the flickering shadows. It's well into dusk now, almost nightfall, and you can see the flickering shadows of several people and creatures around a campfire about 100 feet away from you, and you can hear, you can't make out anything that they're saying, but you can hear that they are talking in stressed tones to each other.
Ooh, stress.
A successful stealth check will get you another 30 to 40 feet.
29.
Ooh, let me roll that.
20, or no, 29 for me as well.
D&D Beyond just offered me super advantage to roll for this.
18. I'm glad I took that +10.
Super
What is
advantage.
super advantage?
What does that mean?
24 for Ulta on her stealth.
I don't know.
Can I try rolling super advantage?
Let's see what it does.
I
It's
wanna
not
roll
going to
super
count, but
advantage.
let's see what it does.
Yeah, I want to see what it does.
Oh, it's 3
It
rolls.
allows you to do 3.
Nice.
Oh,
That's so neat.
That's awesome.
And all of them were worse than your just single.
Than my regular.
Also,
Yeah.
isn't that not allowed in D&D Beyond in D&D rules?
Hey,
It's not a base rule,
rule of cool.
but I mean, it's my world, my rules. So,
Fun.
no, we just do regular advantage.
Yes.
Okay, so all of you are able to easily find your way and sneak around through a couple of large trees, and you get. I will shift your point of view now.
I'm nervous.
You're going to see this group. This is a makeshift battle map, so that pathway isn't actually there, but we'll call that the north-south trail that you're on. We're gonna call that the trail of tracks that you're following. And I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second. Hello? There we go.
Hello.
Hello?
Mr. Obama.
What was that?
thank you. Thank you for that.
Oh no. We got too far in the means. Oh no.
Why can't I see this?
That's what I'm asking.
You can't
We're
see
in
it either?
complete darkness. Yeah.
Everything's black.
I was like, I gave us this ultra superior dark vision and I can see nothing.
Worth it.
It's fine.
Superior dark vision, I counter you with It's
Superior darkness.
Superior.
Hey, you have superior dark vision. I have superior day vision.
That's what super
Take that,
disadvantage
moon
gives
twin.
you.
You know, I really missed
How
having
does
you
one-
around.
How does one get superior day vision? Do you just like stare at the sun for 10 minutes? Like,
No, that's called
hey,
blindness.
where did it go?
It actually just means I don't have corrective lenses.
oh,
You guys probably have it too.
Oh, it was there and then gone.
There we go. I think
Oh,
this is
there it is.
working.
hey.
Thank goodness we have comedy to fill these technical difficulty gaps.
It's odd because I didn't have. There's no dynamic lighting for this, so I didn't even have it on. But apparently, I had to turn it on. So
And I can move myself. Okay,
there we go.
that's really
I think
exciting.
everybody can see now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super stealth
yeah.
twins to the front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be sticking
here.
in the back.
Oh,
There we go. So you can definitely see to your southwest that there is a group, the group that was described, around a campfire, and this should be emitting light. Since we're doing the whole dynamic lighting thing.
I
There.
love
Sorry,
this
I
picture.
just accidentally ripped Volta around for a second trying to play with my move my token just a smidge in it.
That helps my. The dynamic lighting is really interesting. I've never played with this much before.
It's
But
going to
like
be...
one
really
5-foot step just changes so much.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be especially prevalent when you do, like, dungeons and stuff. So it wasn't supposed to
Dungeons
impact
here.
this, but oh well.
Like what happened last night when we like rounded the corner. We're like, oh god. Went down a set
Yeah.
of stairs, and once we like got past the wall, I was just like, oh, this
Not
is so
only
much
that,
worse.
like on my turn, I went down, went, oh my gosh. And then 10 minutes later, she took her turn, went down the same steps, and goes, oh my gosh. Same tone. It was great.
Like before we get like close enough, I say, so are we BAM or are we like, so, wait,
oh,
kobold? These kobolds are bad, right? We have that established. We only need one of the people.
I was just not planning that far ahead.
As you guys are sort of discussing,
Very on
you'll
brand.
you'll definitely hear them. You can see a couple of the kobolds like half grappling each other, like they're
Yes, good.
jesting with each
Fighting
other. You'll see one kobold and one human sort of arguing with each other. You'll hear, "You're going to burn it! Don't burn it! Yeah!" And the human will respond, "Filthy mongrel! It's called cooking."
I
That's
don't
why
like
kinda
this
like
tone.
them.
very.
guys.
She's like, nah, that's about on par. Yep, yeah.
Yeah, I just whisper back to my brother, I don't like that one's tone.
I guess that makes our decision, and we move forward.
Can I go like full Gandalf and try and message one of the kobolds that, like, to try and get them to start infighting worse?
Let's find out. The spell message.
Yeah.
You're just gonna make it paranoid? Oh my goodness.
oh god. Just make them
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Have y'all never read Gambit? That's what Gandalf does. He
Yeah, that's
all
fair.
the trolls to keep fighting with each other until they die.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
I would like to do that.
I have that spell, but worse.
Sweet.
Okay, so go
You
ahead
could have
and
had an opportunity.
what is where are you? You're
I'm
here. You're there.
I have a range of 120 feet for
Okay.
message.
Okay. What are you going to whisper, and who are you whispering it to?
I would whisper it to one of the kobolds. Whichever of the ones that are complaining and like already wrestling. And just be like, they really don't have our best interests at heart anyways. We should just get those humans. And just like try and make it sound like another kobold is encouraging him to just attack the humans now.
Okay. I'm going to do this.
He was hoping.
He's going to like look to his side and say, "Yeah, fuck these guys. They ruin the food and they don't even give us the spoils. I don't like them at all." And they're going to kind of hiss at each other as if like approving their message. But then the second one, what's he going to do? Let's find out. Okay, the one he's talking to is going to turn around and say, "What are you talking about?"
Thank you, Gandalf.
Okay.
Shout out J.R. Tolkien.
Do you do anything in the midst of that exchange?
No, I want to see where this goes.
I'd like to
Fight.
get to the corner of this bush and cast True Strike.
Okay, I'll need you to make another stealth check.
Okay.
I'm following my brother, so I'm just moving.
You'll
with
also
him.
need to make a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
19.
Plus 10 because
Plus 10.
29.
it's for an hour.
Amazing.
Nice.
I don't know where they went.
25.
So
I've lost a few
Corn Dog,
rolls.
in your extension settings, there is an option to like default to roll twice or roll once or ask you every time, that sort of thing. That should help you fix the rolling twice thing. But okay, so yeah, you're able to make it here without getting noticed at all. You sort of have line of sight to these guys. I'm gonna say these guys that you. It looks like you can't see them, but you're really only looking through a tree trunk.
Yeah, I have line of sight on my thing. I can move a little bit closer too, though. I only use like 5 feet, 10 feet.
It's all good. We'll say it's good from where you are.
Okay.
Or just right there is fine. Any closer, you'd have to make another stealth check. But you said you're casting a spell?
Yes. It is True Strike. You point a finger at a target within range. Your magic grants you brief insight into their defenses. Advantage on your first attack against the target, provided the spell hasn't ended. Concentration for 1 round. So it's just advantage on my next attack.
Yep, and it does not
We go
alert
in
them
the
in
next
any
round.
way. So you succeeded your stealth check to make that happen. So that
If
is
there's no verbal
active now.
components.
Can you ping which one you're focusing on?
I'm just gonna do the closest one, assuming it's not the one that just talked back to the message.
These
I'm
two
gonna do-
are the two that are now like
Okay,
talking
then I'm
to
gonna
each
do
other.
this one.
Okay.
So like the closest to my line of sight.
Okay. So the red dot is the one that you have
Mm-hmm.
true cast true strike
True
on.
stroked.
True Strike.
Ooh, I have a -2. Okay. All right.
All right.
Oh, we
Thanks,
see you,
Mads.
Mads.
He's on Team Wholesome Family.
Yeah, we should
I love it.
not, honestly.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? I'm gonna
Once
say that
it
you
has,
three to the north are you're not really able to see what Icarus is doing. You saw them move closer,
That's
but
fine.
Yeah, I
Um,
probably wouldn't be too far from either one of them. Would probably just be kind of like, yeah. Well, I'd probably follow Ulta, so actually I'd end up going like this way.
Oh,
here.
I'm by myself. This is fine.
The rear
We left the
guard.
wizard alone.
You're clearly
No.
far away from all the threats.
Good. Yeah, I'll just sit here being a ventriloquist. It's fine. Kobold
God.
ventriloquist. Yeah, if they've argued anymore, I'll like keep egging them on with message, but that's about it.
that's all they've really said. So if you have another message, go for it.
Shit, Juno, I forgot to ask her to entangle before we left.
Well,
I want to message the one that's like, "What are you saying?" with a response in another kobold voice. I hate
Okay.
this. I'm just.
Did you say you hate this? I love this.
I said I hate doing a kobold voice.
Oh, it's a little hard on the
So I
throat.
will. It is a little bit. So I'll
Little bit.
message the one that was like, "What are you talking about?" and just kind of like say in his head of like, I said that these humans are just the worst. We should just get them. just
Fight.
All right, all right.
Fight.
just stirring them up at this point.
I
I'm
think you
starting
guys
a
can hear
mutiny.
it. I'm doing actual rolls for the stuff that's happening.
I am starting a mutiny.
So
Bro, sign this round robin.
the
Oh
one
my God.
the one who responded is gonna hear that, and it's like on his other side, and he's gonna reel around to the other one and be like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" And he's going to smack the one to his south. And the one there is like it's got half a hen in his mouth, just like chewing on it when getting smacked, and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing? Have you lost your marbles already?" And you can see these four like super not focused now, and they're all like squabbling with each other. They're not actually fighting, but doing the whole like shove and puff the chest thing.
Juno is going to creep in, so she's behind this bush.
Okay, stealth
That's right
check.
here. Do. Also, I tried looking for the thing to make it stop double rolling, and I couldn't find it. So
Okay, no worries. We'll just take the
30.
first
a
one.
30.
Natural 30.
All right, you are
Oh my God.
you are
Yes.
stealthified.
And she's going to use thaumaturgy because that's the spell she has. And she's slowly just going to dim the fire, hopefully in an effort to like get someone to walk away from the fire to go get more firewood. But she's just going to like pull the flames in and begin to dim it and just see how small she can get it before someone will walk away to go grab some firewood.
Okay.
We're getting creative.
You are getting creative. I like it. So
I only need one.
you can just dim the fire. How much effect
Yeah.
does that have?
5 foot cube.
Yeah, I can post it.
That's what thaumaturgy does, y'all.
I can do it too.
Oh, I
Prestidigitation.
have.
You
I
just-
I can do prestidigitation.
But I'm gonna wait and see if Aster notices that there's some type of hijinks going on before she does this. But I have an idea.
A whole lot of hijinks.
So many hijinks.
Let's see.
So
Aster,
many hijinks, but
the three of you to the north, you would notice an unnatural dimming of the fire. However, the humans do too.
Good,
And-
that's what I want.
So these four are going to
I think the emphasis was on the unnatural part.
yeah.
they're
Not
going
the
they're gonna
dimming.
like tilt their heads, look at the fire, and move closer to it, and then sort of look at each other.
That's when you make the fire explode on them.
I just need one to walk the wrong direction. That's like all I'm looking for is for them to start like looking out. Because I'm hoping these humans are dumb.
So we can help.
One of them is going to sort of like do this his signal, like whirl around in the air with his finger pointed up, and
Sister, robes usually mean smart.
all of everybody gets really quiet all of a sudden. These three are going to peel off, walking carefully that direction to the southwest. And these two are going to start walking north to here. And Ulta and Aster, I'll need you to make another stealth check if you attempt to hide from their
Alright.
purview.
For
Are even
sure.
the kobolds getting quiet too?
They got quiet, and the ones that are here seem to be like
Ooh,
they're not focused on their arguing anymore. They
bummer.
definitely look like they're getting they know something's up, and they're like grabbing their weapons.
Good deal.
So you two are able to, I'll scoot you a little bit. You're able to notice that those guys are coming, and you sort of scoot deeper into the trees.
all right.
I really didn't think about my line of sight when I went behind this bush, because now I can't see
Same,
anything.
now I can't see the fire.
You-
so I was gonna mess with
You know
this.
what? This
gonna work.
is kind of.
Are the ones on
That's
our
why.
side coming closer or not yet? The ones closer to Juno and I.
Not yet.
I'll just motion to my brother, just... Can you make them fall asleep? No? No. Shit.
I want to use my movement to move towards where she is. And that's 20. So, like, just around the corner of this bush, like, and I want to hold my action for one to walk by.
Okay,
So
so
I'm, like, holding my attack.
you'll need to make a stealth check.
Gotcha.
We'll say that because you had like a whole plan in mind, we'll say your action is being held. But I do need you to tell me what you are holding and what the trigger is before you make the stealth check.
This is a 17, and I want... Oh, sorry. Trigger was an attack for someone to walk by. Like a sneak attack.
Okay.
So just a rapier slash.
Gotcha.
And 17 with the plus 10, so definitely not as good.
That's okay. You still pass. So you're able to get to the spot you're at, and you're holding this sneak attack. These kobolds are not moving, but they're definitely like looking around as these two, this group here and this group here, sort of split off and went clearly searching, as if they know someone might be around.
How smart do you think the kobolds are? How much information do you think they're trusted with?
Kobolds, not a lot. Cultists, a little bit smarter. Not a lot of information, just the basics probably. They all look like grunts, but humans definitely smarter than kobolds. In this group, not generally. Ulta's definitely smarter than me.
Good thing Ulta's not right there.
She is also 100% smarter than me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna whisper. I didn't want to interrupt anybody, but I'm gonna whisper to Aster that I'm literally just hiding until somebody comes within my melee range, and then I wanted to initiate like a swarm attack for octopuses to cover their mouths, so that we could attempt to grapple them.
Very nice.
Just like sucker faces, if it can happen. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's what it would be, like a combative action.
Amazing.
Or a grapple. Or
We can say that happens instead of an attack. Or it would still have to happen if you hit.
Okay.
Because your swarm is able to add to your attack only if you hit.
Right. Okay.
I'm really thinking about being a swarm ranger now.
I know, right? Can we all quick multiclass? Oh wait, I have a wisdom of 0.
Was a modifier of 0.
Yes. Do I have a turn to do things again?
Yes. I'm gonna say you can do one more thing, and Aster can do one more thing
All right.
before they do something else.
I would like this kobold to make a wisdom saving throw as I cast suggestion on him to lead a mutiny of the kobolds against the humans.
Are you doing this stealthily?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
Super advantage.
Why?
Because I
never
do what
seen
I
that
want.
thought, though.
It's a 26.
Okay.
Good call
kind
on
of-
that pass
I'm-
without a trace.
I am yes, thank you so much.
I had
I'm
a
suggesting it in a kobold voice
Oh,
of these humans don't want what's best for you. Lead your brothers and fight against them. And just like try and get them to just mutiny entirely. Wisdom saving throw. I really hope they're not that wise. Again, no offense, Ulta, you're so much better than me.
Backpedal. Okay.
Big disclaimer.
Not
Okay.
all
If you look
kobolds.
if you look at these, they're chromatic kobolds.
Yeah.
Malta is. Oh, you're. Yeah, she's a metallic kobold.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Am I?
Okay.
Like a
thought
nice
you were-
rose
You were
gold.
gold, weren't you?
Oh, yeah,
you.
like a
Oh,
little bit of
no.
a rose gold color. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So you suggest a mutiny,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes.
To which one did you ping him?
Yes, this one.
Okay.
I can't even see him.
The only one I can really see. I'm just standing in the middle of the path. Everyone else is like stealthing, and I'm like, what up? I'm behind a single tree.
Well, I feel like with that
It's
stealth,
fine.
you could probably shift
I'm-
into the trees a little
behind
more.
a
A
tree.
little bit.
Okay.
That stealth is like a stealthy spellcast, I think, though.
Yeah.
Okay. That kobold is going to. He's like looking around. And the rest of you notice. You wouldn't have noticed Eliseo casting the spell, but you would definitely notice that this kobold, like all of a sudden, just sort of stands up with its head tilted. And then he like takes a stick and taps this one on the shoulder and sort of nods. And this one just straight up attacks
Yes.
this guy.
Oh my god. Yes.
I love magic.
So we're gonna do this.
I just realized how many people are here, by the way. This is a big campfire.
It's a big
It's a
campfire.
big campfire.
I
Yep.
didn't realize until I got close. I'm like, there are 7 kobolds in front of me.
Yep. I hope you have some AoE.
I don't even have.
I have
No.
sleep, don't worry.
I have a bunch of
honey.
I have
Oh,
sleep and I
honey.
have touch spells. So
I have
have-
2 self-protecting spells though.
Uh-oh,
so.
yo.
I have sleep. It's okay.
that's also what I have.
Just a
And I'd
reminder,
prefer to use it on a human.
the 2.5 foot tall kobold is your only melee fighter.
I have a sword.
I mean,
Hey,
I can,
could have
I
stayed
can
a fighter.
become something that's better at melee. I just need an action to do it.
Okay, so this kobold attacks this person.
Yes.
And you can
God.
see that there is a clean strike. 1, 2, 3. Clean strike with a knife, a small knife. And the human turns around and goes, "Oi, what the hell?" And all of a sudden, this one goes at him as well. These two
Nice.
are going to rush back in the confusion.
Let chaos reign.
That one's going to take a
Kobolds
swipe,
eat the rich.
but eat the rich.
Literally.
The second one misses, but there seems to be some infighting for sure among the
good.
ranks
Oh
here.
my God.
And
Good.
these two are going to look at each other and dart this way. And you two are now had. Roll initiative.
Hi.
Oh boy.
I will note that you three to the north are still not noticed.
Perfectly fine.
But you are still going to roll initiative just so I can keep things straight.
Yeah, because we're going to interfere in this as much as we can.
I forgot to click my token, so
Same.
I can either re-roll or
Although, is roll
Oh
20
no,
weird?
that's just for if I'm using the initiative tracker in roll 20, and I'm not.
Okay.
So you got a 16.
Does that mean
Got a 5.
we were noticed?
oh yeah,
yeah,
we're the ones that would be noticed because they'll be coming around this bush, right?
Yeah, Juno and Icarus are the two that are noticed. The other three are not noticed yet.
Back to back.
Yes.
Pulls out my rapier.
Icarus, what did you get? Oh, there you go. Minor. Ulta, you got a 7, and Aster 5. Okay.
Eek.
Give me time to get roll 20 back up because it just like froze on me.
Oh, fun.
Why do
Roll
the
20
people
does
with the
that to me all
highest
the time.
dex roll the worst?
I'm sorry.
The people with the highest dex seem to roll the worst.
I guess
Yep.
so.
I mean, I get to roll my intelligence for initiative instead.
Oh,
So,
So lucky.
That's crazy.
time wizard.
Awesome. I told you they had some weird magics.
Can confirm.
That's good.
I also love that someone just commented in chat, just use True Strike. I did, but I
Thanks,
think it
Mr.
was
Rogers.
wasted.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Eliseo, you have the first turn.
Cool. Can I walk forward so that I can see the people that are heading out that way?
Are you doing this stealthily? You can. Are you doing this stealthily or just going for it?
Would doing it stealthily mean I couldn't take other actions?
No, I'll just say it requires
Half
you to
movement?
move half of your movement or less, and a stealth check,
Okay.
of course. It will not use your action.
Alright.
Too bad you can't roll your intelligence for stealth.
Watch me. Yeah, so I'll move 15 feet forward there and roll my stealth. Normal roll, 28.
Okay, these guys can definitely see you now, too.
But I stealthed.
I know.
Okay.
DC was 20.
Okay. I rolled a 28.
Oh, that's right. You still have it. Yep. They do not see you.
I am the knight.
Thank you, roll 20. We'll be back.
Thank you, Pass Without a Trace. You are
All these clutch
MVP.
spells.
We are so good at taking care of each other, everybody.
That's all we can do. We don't attack. We just protect.
We
Protect.
don't. We don't attack. We just protect. I would like to cast sleep on these two, please,
Okay.
because I feel like they could do some damage to the twins, and I would like them to not. So, right there, sleep, please. Oh, I need to roll 5d8 about that.
Right.
I'm really banking on my high intelligence assumption that cultists are not high enough people, like, to have magic.
Oh, that was so satisfying.
That's just what I'm hoping.
That was so pretty. I just watched so many dice get rolled on. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Now I don't know where they went.
Can't
It was
sing
a
that in
29.
campaign though.
It was a 29. for
29?
their hit points.
Okay.
I rolled 2 8s. And some other numbers.
Okay. You will see one of the two just slump to the ground. He gets a
Perfect.
sleepy face.
Shut face. Oops. Narcolepsy, it'll get you.
All right. And anything else for your turn?
I would like to check in on the mutiny. How's it going over there?
They definitely stopped as these guys came this way.
Oh, a shame.
No.
Because I don't think sleep is concentration, is suggestion. Because it says that he has to keep doing it until the order is filled. And I don't think he killed the human. So I think
Oh,
he has
you know
to
what?
keep going.
He might.
I think he has to keep going.
I like that, and I don't think he killed the human.
I don't think that he killed the human. Yep, must pursue the
Yep.
course of action, and as long as it isn't damaged.
Yep. Yeah,
So
you're
I
right.
think he has to just keep killing the human.
So the other one
Shank
stopped,
away.
but this guy's still definitely going after the human right next to him.
Perfect. Cool. Sweet. Good. I'm proud of my new minion. That's it.
Okay. It is Juno's turn.
Juno will also cast sleep on the human that's directly behind the one that just fell asleep.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want
What
to
is
go
your
for grouping,
roll for
sister?
HP?
Let's do the
What'd you
spell.
say, Cobalt?
I was like, are you sure you don't want to go for a bigger group of them, sister?
Hey now.
That's true.
Priorities. One of them is coming to shank you directly. The rest of them are a little bit later in the hierarchy.
You know, we have a mind link because we're twins, so
Okay.
it's already happened, you know. We think like the same things, you know.
This is true. I will.
So
I can
has
see the
begun.
guy that's next to me. I can't really see as many of the kobolds, so she's just gonna cast on the guy next to her.
Okay.
That's coming around the corner. But as she does so, she slowly pulls out her warhammer at the same time and just locks eye contact with him, and it's like, oh yeah, buddy. And then she'll just cast sleep instead.
Okay. What is your die roll for the
Die
HP
roll?
aspect?
Why isn't it letting me do it? It is 5d8. So I guess I'll just do 23.
Okay.
Sleep.
Are you trying to stay stealthy? He falls asleep.
I think she would try, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna need a stealth check.
Plus 10.
Do.
I know. Pass without trace is concentration, so I can't do like other concentration stuff right now.
27.
Okay, you are still
Honestly-
not noticed.
We're gonna give up the stealth pretty soon, I feel
Yep.
like.
Oh yeah, she's like got her warhammer in hand and like ready to sneak around this bush. She's going to kind of, I think. Nope, she'll stay where she's at.
Okay.
In my brain, I was like, she'll just sneak around the bush a little bit, and I was like, either direction she goes, they'll be able to see her.
Yeah.
So, never mind.
It's okay, at least we have two asleep.
Okay.
Very sleepy.
Now the hooded humans are going to go. This one is going to yell at the kobold that just attacked him. Oi, focus up! And
Nope.
hit him, I guess.
Good. That's what we need. We need infighting.
And
Nice,
that
your
definitely
turn.
hits.
Even if he doesn't follow the command, he's gonna be pissed that he hit him.
It's true.
Yep. Okay.
Do you hear the kobold singing a song of angry kobolds? Thanks, Purple.
You, LSAO, you are able to see that the kobold is still focused on the cultist, even after
Good.
being hit.
Viva la
That's magic,
revolución.
baby.
Yep. This
Toss me
one
a
is
second level
going
spell. It
to
better be effective.
come over here.
Dang, you got second level spells.
Wizards.
You guys are getting paid?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, that is not. Yep. So, man, names. Icarus. You're. This guy gets to a short distance away from you and slashes at you with a scimitar.
Which one?
This one right here.
Okay.
I'm
Does
These
he
are
ass-
hard.
one more
Says-
for the 5 feet, or?
Nope, is a reach. He has reach.
Oh, gross.
How
It-
long are his arms?
It does miss, but he definitely knows you're there. And then it is the kobold's turn. All right, this one's gonna slash at the dude again, and then some shenanigans happen.
Names are hard, says the guy that's had to listen to me call one Lysol for the past
Yeah, you keep
2
renaming
hours.
everything I come up with.
Honestly, it's probably hard to
All right.
remember your original name.
He hits him. This guy's hurting.
This
I do
kobold's
think I have the
good.
overlay up so I can look what everybody's actually called.
All right.
What do you think I have the overlay up so I can look what everybody's actually called?
All right. This one's gonna slash at the dude again. And then some shenanigans happen. Okay. This one is going to scatter.
Oh, dang. They zoom.
They zoom
running
in
so
a
far.
lot.
They zoom.
They zoom in.
Why?
They
Don't
scatter.
go away. Why would you leave? I started a revolution.
This one is still hacking away at the guy he's next to.
Yeah, buddy.
But now, Icarus, you're gonna take a couple of slingshots.
Oh, that's why they're running.
First one is a 6 to hit. Second one is a 7 to hit. Holy cats. Okay.
No.
Ulta
mean,
and
you tried,
Aster,
buddy.
you're definitely made here as this guy is focused on. Oh, and LSAO too.
Sup?
He's sort of looking at where these guys were, but then he, like, oh shit, as he sees you guys and makes an attack at Ulta with a sling with a 14 to hit.
14 hit.
Okay, that's going to be 3 bludgeoning damage. And then it is Icarus's turn.
I'm gonna call out, save one of the sleepers. And I'm gonna, how dumb am I?
Very
Pretty dumb.
Sorry, what?
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move over here, casting heroism on this. Actually, I'm within 5 feet. No, I'm gonna take an attack. On the closest one.
Okay, before that happens, you do provoke this person's attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's gonna be with the scimitar with a 5
Forgot
to
he was
hit.
in range.
Holy rolls, Batman.
No.
Swing and a miss.
And I'm gonna swing at the nearest kobold.
Oh, I'm supposed to have a
crazy-
-2 on something too. It's okay, I haven't really hit on anything. Oh no, Ulta, remove that damage. There we go, that's the -2.
Yay!
Okay.
We love it.
20 to hit the kobold.
Oh yeah.
7 piercing damage.
Okay, that is this one.
And I'm gonna say, on God.
Touche.
And I'm gonna go, bye Juno, you got this. And I'm gonna give her Bardic Inspiration with my bonus action.
Nice.
I have so much inspiration right now. I still have the
Oh.
inspiration that was purchased last session.
Oops.
I used mine on beating the crap out of Icarus. Fine.
Ulta, it's your turn.
So as that kobold makes me and slingshots me with like whatever he hit me with, and it kind of like bounces off my shoulder, I'm gonna do one of these, and then Hunter's Mark him
Ooh.
as a bonus action, and then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and come into his melee and 2 short sword attacks. Bingo bango.
Nice.
We love it.
The 18 definitely hits.
Hell yeah.
With 9 damage. Oh, hey. Where is that going? I didn't mean to roll that. I don't know. Sorry. So
You didn't
that
need to roll
was-
what?
It did a weird dice roll in D Beyond.
Oh,
After, like, when I clicked roll damage in roll 20, it rolled it on the screen of D&D Beyond, and I thought it was rolling it again. But it's not.
got it. Yeah. Okay, so one quick strike. So you slash at this one twice, and the first doesn't quite hit, but the second one catches clean purchase and definitely looks like it hurts.
Add your D6 for Hunter's Mark.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
yes.
Thank you so much.
15 damage.
15 total.
15 total with the D6. 9 plus 6. That's
Slumps
15
to the
right
ground.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say,
She's a
yes,
Dragon
son of a
killer.
bitch.
Yeah.
I meant it just didn't fit, but I tried.
Anything else for your turn?
So, did I take all my movement? I think I did.
That was about 20 feet.
20 feet?
Yep.
Yeah. No, it was 30. No. Yeah, about 20 feet.
I think you were here, weren't you?
I was like in the trees.
You
I was like more like, yeah.
I think you were like
it
right
was
there.
about 20 feet. Okay. So I'm just gonna try to head back this way closer, another 10 feet into the tree line. Not necessarily to hide, but I don't want to be standing out in open ground.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm like already made, I just don't want to be like,
True.
Yeah. Okay. Aster, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, she's gonna go out to see what.
I think it's probably safe to drop stealth now if you want to do something else.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're all scattered now. There's not really anything else I want to do. Concentration right now. Yeah, at least within range. So. She wouldn't. I don't know. Would she know that the kobold is under any type of influence at all? Because it's fighting an ally, and that's kind of weird. Or
No, you wouldn't really. You wouldn't have known that was coming from your pals.
yeah.
I mean, he is mid-stab in a human, but still, take him out.
Yeah.
You could
Do it.
use your action to make a check to see if that might be the
Take him
case.
I don't think she would do that. I think she would
I
just
encourage you. Kill my minion.
encourage violence.
I encourage violence.
Yeah, no, going to throw an ice knife at the human then.
Okay.
Let's make
It'd be kind of
a
really funny
spell
if the
attack.
kobold did end up killing the human, though.
Ooh, a 23
Whoa.
hit. Let's
Damn.
go.
Yeah, that definitely
Wow.
hits. This guy? Oops.
The human. This man.
The human. Okay.
Yes, good.
yes.
And it was a total of
So-
9. Okay.
But yeah, so he takes 9, and then the kobold next to him takes 3 cold damage.
If it fails a
Because of
death
the
save.
splash thing.
Nice. Okay,
The kobold
so
has to make a dex save though.
Oh yeah, they have to make that. Yeah.
Well, the dude doesn't
Yeah,
because he got hit by
yeah,
it, but
he
the
got hit
kobold
by it,
does.
but-
right,
Yeah,
because of the
make it a save.
explosion, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a fun spell,
It's a
Yeah.
good-
It's one of my
Good spell.
favorites, honestly.
especially low level. Just like popping those
Oof.
off.
21 on the deck save.
Okay, so never mind.
So
One
he's
cold
still
damage.
mine!
1 cold damage.
He still takes damage, so
Oh.
yeah, he takes the
He
1
not
cold
mine.
damage. So he kind of, this explosion happens, and he's gonna like shake his head, like what happened? And the cultist is he's hurting. He like, as soon as you have impact, he like and sort of slumps over in pain. And you're able to see that they sort of disengage from each other, and they're now focused on you guys.
Tell me the kobold finishes him off for good measure.
Yeah, I'm like, there's still got to be a little bit of resentment left over. Like, he did stab the human. The human might feel like...
Right, but they both definitely know that an attack
Yeah.
came from outside of the two of them. So,
Yeah.
anything else for your turn, Aster?
She is going to spend the last 10 feet of her movement, just gonna go over here next to Olda. It'd just be kind of
Yes, good.
not in direct line of fire either.
Okay, it is back to Eliseo.
Sweet. Yeah, there's no point in stealthing anymore. We will move right here. There's gotta be, like, some sticks around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will pick one up, and I will just launch it as I cast Catapult.
Nice.
And this kobold needs to make a dex save, and if he makes it, this guy needs to make a dex save.
I just love that spell.
I also love this spell.
Yeah, okay, this might be a stretch. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Technicality on that: if you're a gravity wizard, can you catapult something heavier because you can make it later?
I'm a time wizard, not a gravity wizard.
I'm just saying in theory.
There are spells that you can slow people down or not spells, but effects that you can slow people down?
You know what? I'm gonna say okay. So the thing I'm looking at is it has to be an object that's 1 to 5 pounds.
Yes.
But you're in enough trees that you can like find a piece of branch that weighs about a pound.
Yes.
So I think that works.
Or a rock.
Yeah, there would definitely be something.
Yes.
So yeah, it works out.
Yes.
Good
One of your
5-pound
books
log.
from your backpack.
Wait a minute. Why do 2 have to make a dex save?
Because they're in a straight line and I'm aiming for this guy, but if he makes it, the object keeps going until it hits another solid object.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
And if
So
he
just-
makes it, does that kobold at the bottom of the screen have to make one?
Yes, it does.
Yep. Okay. So the kobold
That's good.
dex save of 3. Super fail.
Oh,
16 damage.
It just obliterated that kobold.
Flump.
Smashed it to bits.
Kobold.
Like blood spray all over the human.
All right. Anything
That
else
was
for
much
your
better than
turn?
Last night, says chat.
Can I? Yes, that was way better than last night's. Thank you. Can that like intimidate the human right there?
No.
Okay.
Visually, maybe.
Yep, that's good.
That's it? Okay, Juno.
All right. Juno is gonna walk around this corner, having heard someone slashing at her brother, and be like, "Oh, hi." And then she's just going to take a warhammer, swing at the side of his head using both hands.
Nice.
Going hardcore. Let's see if I can do this.
I'm so intimidated by the fact that you carried a warhammer.
12 is 12 to hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I could throw down inspiration, but I think you said you have to call that beforehand.
You could still call it. You don't know what the result is yet.
Or could I do a +2? Because I had a +2 that I haven't used.
Yeah, if you have the
From the start
+2,
of
go
chat?
for it. Yeah.
Yep. I'll delete that from my stuff now. So it's a 14 to hit.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
And then it's two-handed. Wow, is it two-handed worse?
It is. You rolled.
It's worse because you rolled it worse. It's
Or wait, is
it's
it
a better
7
die.
+2? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's
so
a bigger
I guess,
die, but it just rolled lower.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess that's just what I have to go with because I said it was two-handed at the start.
Right.
Bad.
So that's
It's just a
it's
nice
gonna be.
light tap on the side of his head to give him a headache.
Yep. All right.
And then I'll just like wind it back up and be like, sorry, not my best. And then just like wait to my next turn where I can hit him again.
Awesome. Anything
Oh
else
my
for your
God.
turn?
Nope.
Okay. At this point, this one's going to yell.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, he's gonna yell, "Go tell the guard!"
No.
That'd be a no.
This guy's gonna
There's
move
a
here. And they're both gonna slash at you, Juno, with their scimitars.
Bring it
First
on.
is an 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and the second is a 10 to hit.
That will not.
Okay, you'll take 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Then the kobolds move, and these two
Sleep.
are essentially out of sight.
They're still running from me? That's rude.
These guys get a little closer to you. This guy moves here. Icarus, you're going to take 2 slingshots, and Juno, you're going to take 1. Icarus. 5 to hit and 22 to hit.
22 will hit. As my reaction, I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Okay. I'll take my damage first.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and then let me roll this. Spells. Hellish Rebuke.
Oops, did I hit something? Oh no.
Nope,
Okay,
that was
I was
me.
gonna say, oh no.
16 damage to the
Holy
one that
cow.
hit me. And it's gonna be like a little puff of like light and petals, like light pink petals and like golden light. And it's just,
And he slumps to the ground dead. But you took damage, so this one is no longer marked with True Strike. That's
it was only for
concentration.
one round anyways.
Oh, okay.
Concentration for 1 round. So I didn't have it when I first started combat.
Okay, and technically I should have had you roll if it maintained anyway, so... Either way, it was 1 round, so it's gone. And... those two did that. Okay, so this one's going to go up to you and take a slash at you with a dagger. With a 10 to hit.
No.
Okay, and that is it for their turn, so it's off to Icarus.
Okay. So for this one... I'm gonna yell out. 2 of them are getting away. Cannot stop them. And just slash at the one in front of me. Because I don't have any CC spells. So that is a 20 to hit. Oh, I Eldritch Blasted.
Oh, it is? Are you shooting this one?
I meant to slash. They're the same bonus. Can I just keep the roll? 'Cause I clicked the wrong button, but it's the right modifiers.
Yes, but it is at disadvantage because it's melee range.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, a rapier would be the same modifier because I have the same bonus. So can I just keep the roll and roll the...
Did you
use it as a
mean
rapier?
to roll a melee attack?
Yes. I said I
Okay.
rapier him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he
okay.
said he was gonna
They're both
slash at
plus
him.
6.
Okay.
So I'll just roll the correct damage instead,
Yep.
which is 1. I rolled... it didn't go over apparently, but it was 1 plus 4.
Okay, so
So
5 total.
5 piercing.
Okay. Use that. Okay. Anything else?
No, that is my turn.
All right, Ulta, you're up.
Okay, so she's going to turn to Aster and say, make sure we get one of those sleepy guys, hidden or start running with them. Do something to get them away. Maybe, right? And then I'm gonna start my movement and cast Zephyr Strike on myself. So let me put this into D&D or Roll20 so you... Oops, just kidding. All right. I didn't mean
That's
to do
okay,
it
I can
that way.
get it over here.
So it says you move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack. The attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage. And whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
you guys are going to see Ulta literally zip to behind this guy and take 2 short sword attacks. Bingo bango.
At advantage. Because of...
Flanking, you have advantage for both.
Oh, Alright. So
17 hits. Oop, that's too many rolls. I'll take the
Oops,
first
sorry.
4.
There you go. I'm so sorry about that extra one.
That's
Apparently
okay.
I don't know what I'm doing today.
Both of them hit. So roll damage on the 17 and the 13.
And then here. Oh, wrong one again. But I'll take it. Sorry. I'm just clicking all willy-nilly.
That's all right.
And then I have an extra D.
6.
No, I think it was a D8 for Zephyr Strike.
Well, so the Zephyr rolled earlier. It's 5 force damage. It says under the
Oh.
when you click the spell.
Yep.
But you have the D6 for Hunter's Mark if you transferred that. I don't know if you did.
I did not because I bonus action for the Zephyr Strike.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. That was. There it is.
Okay, so you slash at this guy twice and land clean blows both times. We'll say like one at his calf and one at his back, and he sort of keels over behind himself in pain. Clearly, that the second blow put him in a world of hurt. Anything else for your turn?
No. Nope.
All right, Aster.
Oh boy. Okay. So, not sure how we're gonna like hide these guys. So, yeah, no, what she's gonna end up doing.
They
is-
also might wake up if you move them.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn into a giant snake and just grapple him.
Oh, that'd be fucking bitchin'.
Or like an octopus.
Just a hug.
Pretty lit. I
Like
think we gotta
octopus
chase
just like
these
suction
things
cup the
down
face.
first. Okay. No, I think what she's going to do. Okay, he's 60 feet away.
A hippo and sit on him.
There's so much that she wants to do.
Like the horse in Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Do
so
me a favor and never play a druid.
With her action,
I don't
she-
trust you with it.
With her action, she's going to wild shape into an elk and start running the direction that she thinks they went in.
Nice. You have
Yeah.
advantage on your next roll, by the way.
Ooh.
Wait, are you
Chase
gonna
them down.
ram the
He
kobolds
ran.
that are running away?
I mean, I could. They
Get
have
him in the
a
mantlers.
movement speed of 50, so I get to go 50 feet.
Can you just pick me up when you do that?
I mean, are you willing? I feel like I could.
It would be her action to mount you. So,
Oh.
Oh.
well, I mean, you could pick her up. Let's find out. You are what creature?
I'm an elk.
Elks have like those giant antlers. You're basically a snowplow. Just like go in and just
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
really
like you would
scared
just
for
get
those-
impaled.
I'm
you
really
know.
scared for those kobolds, honestly.
like watching this weird angel wizard charge in on a battle elk
Stop.
towards them.
Hey, that's
My
kinda
job.
cool.
I'm the bard. My face is so red from
I
laughing.
I did have a plan, but this would be much more cinematic.
Eliseo, how much do you weigh?
I don't know how weight works
I think it's
as a
similar.
person.
I think it's
it'll
similar
say on
to
your
human weight.
it's on your character
Oh.
sheet. It would say,
That would imply I filled out that part of my character sheet.
well, you have all your gear equipped, right?
Probably not.
You're
Weight
gonna be
carried 21.2 pounds.
total. Yeah, that's not right.
I weigh 21 pounds apparently. No, I don't think that I filled in like a personal weight. I did not think it was relevant.
It is relevant.
It is
Okay,
now
so we're gonna say for now, no, you cannot pick her up because I know it's at least gonna be close at best.
Yeah.
But let's look into that and resolve that
Yep.
before
I'm
next session
currently
because
doing
this
a
is
Google.
not the first can I ride on them question.
and
it won't be the last. But it is a real thing that could be done. So I do want to give it the respect
for
it deserves to
sure.
figure that out.
All right.
Height and weight of humans, so you could just look up a human weight at 6'7".
Perfect.
Right.
Probably a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, are you a twig or are you like a beefy
Yeah.
them?
I mean,
With a strength of 15?
with a strength of 15 and a constitution of 16,
Yeah, beefy.
I a tank.
You're my beef wizard.
Beefy.
All right, so Aster, you're moving there.
6,
Yep.
7
50 feet.
average
Okay.
weight.
It's fine. I had a different plan, so it's okay. I
Any-
just really
anything
like
else
the
for your
mental
turn,
picture
Aster?
of that.
You're about 200
No,
pounds.
that's all I can do.
Lit.
Okay. With all your
200 to
stuff,
242.
you'd be closer to 250.
That's amazing.
that-
I
that
think
would be
that's
a hard
probably as much
demonstration.
And-
as the rest of the party combined.
The elk would not be able to carry you.
Actually, I weigh 50 pounds. Or no, I carry 59 pounds.
Okay, Eliseo, it's your turn.
Sweet. Well, I'm gonna charge after the elk. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is my movement speed. Yes. I am gonna go with the classic. Because can I see the kobolds even though they're off the map?
Yes. Well,
We have the
hang on.
magical dark vision right now.
Yeah,
The-
I have
that
magical
is how
dark
far?
vision and
300 feet.
300 feet, you can see them.
I have a spell that has a range of 90 feet. Are they within it?
Just barely, yes.
Okay, because if not, the spell is sleep. So creatures within 20 feet of 90 feet away from me. So as long as they're 110 feet away from me, down they go. I am casting it at second level just to make sure.
Okay.
So I would like to cast.
What's in our utility spells?
I wonder why it doesn't just roll the dice.
Yeah, that
I-
didn't roll. That was disappointing. But now I
So
get to
I don't have any
watch.
utility spells.
I just get to click 7d8 on here. Oh, that was pretty. 31.
31.
31
You can see
HP.
you can see both of them slump to the ground.
Got him.
Got him.
Now the elk can go scoop those up, though. So it's fine.
Or at least have advantage on impaling them with
It's true.
their elk antlers.
Yes.
Yep. All right,
All right.
anything else for your turn?
Nah, I'm set.
Juno.
All right, going for the second swing with the hammer, this time with advantage. So let's see how this goes.
Holy. Oh, it's a crit.
23. That's a
you
critical
critted.
hit.
Yay.
Nice. All right, so you get to double the damage dice.
Hooray.
So, well, it's got the critical damage in there, so it's 3
Oh, there it is.
plus 5. Yeah. Yep.
Yep, 8
so
total.
8 total.
You're so cool.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah, that guy.
Also, strength was my second
Doink.
bonus stat.
So that was a hammer, right?
Yeah.
You slam him in the side of his temple and he just goes completely limp on impact.
I'll look at the other guy and go, oops. And then, like, just switch my hands so that way I can turn and go the other way.
Nice.
I will move like this, so that way Alta can come and move down just a little bit too, and we can just go for this guy together.
Nice. Okay, so this guy is going to... Yep, he's going to take a swing at you, Juno, seeing that you just offed his partner there. 14 to hit with a scimitar.
Does not hit.
All right, swing and a miss. And he's going to get a little sense of panic and try to run.
Ooh, yes.
Can
I
and
would
will
like
come over
to.
there and cast sleep again.
And I'm also going to take that opportunity attack to just swang on him.
Okay. Ulta, are you going to opportunity attack or no?
Yes, I was gonna try to if you would allow it.
Yeah. That's you are within range.
Oh, that's the most damage you've done yet.
For the opportunity attack, would it be both handed weapon, like both
It's a
attacks
it's
or
a
just a
s-
single
The
attack?
single.
Single
Yeah.
attack. Okay. 18 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
9 piercing.
Swinging with a warhammer and just a little like stab with a short sword, just completely
Um,
me underwater.
So this dude tries to
Calm down,
run,
bud.
and you both just instinctively hack at him, and a hammer like to his torso, and a short sword to the shin, and he is down.
Yeah.
The others are asleep. Yep. Yep. Okay. So
Are we counting
now.
rounds on that?
They are about to wake up though.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not been 10 rounds.
No, but it's like 30 seconds essentially.
That's
If
5
it's
A
rounds.
full minute.
Yeah, but what I'm
It's
saying,
10
it's been
rounds.
like 5 rounds, but we walk over there, gather our shit.
They'll be up.
They could wake up while we're
Right.
getting our stuff
Then we
together.
knock them out though.
I mean, I think it would be beneficial to knock one of them out. But I want.
The other one knock out a little bit harder.
Ulta is a 19 to hit with a
The
slingshot
other we
again.
told the dead.
Yeah, son of a.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Hey. All right.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna scoot this way.
Oh, no.
Icarus, you are going to also take a slingshot from the one to your south with a 13 to hit.
It does not hit.
And then a dagger from this one with 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, that's 6 piercing damage.
I can make that reroll
Okay.
because I can see him,
Mm-hmm.
and I arguably care, so I will.
Okay, that's a 6 to hit. So you're gonna see this kobold slash at Icarus, and it's like he almost freezes for a second, and then on the follow through, completely misses.
It would have been fine. Mom.
Grr.
Icarus.
I was actually gonna melt him if he hit me, so I will take a step forward so that I'm in opportunity attack range of both of them. And then I will attack the one to my side, like horizontally, because that's the one I've been hitting.
Yes.
And I'm gonna take a swing with my rapier. Let me make sure I don't have anything weird. Oh, bonus action Hexblades curse him. So just to make sure, things happen.
Yep.
Just to make sure.
So
Just because, which attribute are you choosing to disadvantage?
strength.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
6 piercing damage plus 2 necrotic?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you give a quick swish to cast a hex on this and then slash at him, and he also falls to the ground. Is this still... Yes, it is.
Hey, I
Oh,
healed.
no, I gotta scroll
Aha.
this down a little bit.
Nice.
I just got my health back. 6 hit points.
Nice.
There we go. Okay. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Ulta.
Action and action.
I'm going to shift my hunter's mark to the kobold that is immediately south of me, I'm sorry,
guy?
here.
Okay.
Here. Yep. Jeez Louise. So, again, don't know what I'm doing, apparently. And as I'm rushing that direction, as I'm running past, I'm going to turn to Juno and say, I think some of us really need to start getting out of Dodge pretty quick here. And I'm going to move down here to melee with this guy. And I will
Okay.
hunter's mark him. Question, if I used another spell and I dropped my hunter's mark, never mind.
You did drop
Oh,
it, yeah.
Yeah. And I will 1, 2. Just kidding. I just clicked it. Okay.
The 15. If D&D Beyond or this extension act funny, I'll always just take the first one that shows up.
Okay.
So 15, and it does hit.
Okay. So 6 plus a d6 for the hunter's mark,
Yep.
and that is another 6, so 12.
Okay. Another one bites the dust, slumps to the ground dead.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna look at the guy that's right over there through the tree line, and I'm just gonna. And that's all.
Okay,
Hey, this one's
so
mine. Back off.
point of order, you
I'm
got
just the
2
other guy.
people to your north that are asleep, and it's been 4 rounds
4. Yep.
4.
out of
10.
You have 2 kobolds way down here beyond the map point of view that are also asleep, and it's only been 1 round.
Correct.
This is the last of the bad guys that is alive and not asleep. Aster, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So how close are the asleep kobolds?
They are 50 feet off of the edge of the map.
Oh, okay. That's very far.
Yeah, so almost 100 feet away from you.
Yeah, wish I could get there if I dashed, but do we want to do that? Yeah, we can't leave any loose ties, so yeah, she's just gotta dash on up there and just be ready to like curb stomp them.
Okay.
Returning in.
Okay, so are you stopping next to them or are you doing anything?
Actually,
I'm pretty sure if you just like lean down with your antlers, you can just like cage them.
No, actually, she's going to run to about the 20-foot mark because she's gonna try to just charge them next round. How about that?
Okay.
Just to get that extra ram going on. But yeah.
Okay, so this map is pretty small, so I think this is what I'm gonna do. We'll just put them here. We'll put them there. And you are 20 feet away, so we're gonna put you there.
Alright, sounds good.
That's 25. But you are much farther away. I'm just gonna draw a line here.
Mm-hmm.
You are much farther away.
Yeah. But yeah, that would take movement and then part of the dash action, so that's all I can do.
Okay. Then we are back up to LSAO.
I want to go start. I don't have rope, but I do want to figure out some sort of way to start restraining the 2 asleep, or at least be present near them for when they wake up.
You don't have rope.
I apparently don't have rope. I'm a heckin' nerd who has a scholar's pack, and I don't have rope.
Oh, your stupid scholar's pack.
I'm a nerd. Okay.
I mean, is there anything else you have that could be potentially used as a makeshift
spare
rope?
clothing. I have clothes, common, adventuring gear. I have ink. I have a little bag of sand.
Yeah, you don't really have anything that could restrain them.
I have the most useless things. I have a parchment, 1 sheet.
Nope.
Honey, you forgot to pack my rope.
Meanwhile, I've got
Where
like
is my rope?
a bear
I
trap.
need to know.
I've got all
Are
the
you
things.
gonna do anything with them, or are you just gonna go there for now and we should move on to Juno?
Let's just move on from this embarrassment of a pack inventory search.
Okay. Juno, you're up.
Juno will pop over here, but as she's like going over here to get the sleeping humans, she's also going to cast Toll the Dead on this kobold all the way down here who's just within range.
Okay. Yep.
Do. Face cast. Did it do it? Is that kobold missing any hit points?
Yes.
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 Yes. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Roll
Okay.
high.
No.
You're trying to take my kill.
15.
Damn it, it just saves.
Change
Wow.
channel, please.
So it's still. Sorry.
And then I was gonna say, if she has the opportunity, she would then pull the rope that's on her hip out, so that way,
Thanks.
team spouse can attempt to tie up a person.
Thanks.
Okay.
We complete each other's inventory.
It was your action to cast Toll the Dead, correct?
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like use it this round. I'm just like making it present in the world. Like this is where it is.
Got it.
Tanks.
Okay. Anything else for any bonus?
Reveals your side holster for rope.
For rope. Well, I mean, you can't really put a warhammer in a side holster. So,
What's the point?
All right. They are dead or asleep. This guy is gonna slash again at you, Icarus.
Bring it on.
That's an 8. He's
I don't
he
care
sees
to
all of his
intervene.
companions are unconscious in one way or another, and is sort of panic hacking at you, and it just definitely misses. He's going to also try to run.
Okay, that would be
Don't make me come over there.
opportunity attack.
That hits.
12 to hit. Yes. 12 damage.
Oh, yeah.
All right, sir. I like to do something called describe their demise.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really
DTD.
hard with the weapon I have. I have a rapier. Wait, okay, I got it. Swish and flicker.
Yeah, I know. How would you like to do this? But I don't want to steal somebody else's line. So DTD, describe their demise.
Yeah, I
You
can't really
did
do
a
anything
swish and
fancy
flicker?
with this one, but swish and flicker.
All right. For now, at least, the fighting is over. You have 4 things asleep. What are you gonna do?
Not to be
I
that guy, but I'd like to loot.
Okay.
we have like 30 seconds to figure out our lives before some of them start waking up. We could
just
just kill
tie their
one of
hands.
these humans, or we could try to
think-
tie both of their hands together
I
and
vote
put
Yeah,
them.
I think
tie them together.
keep them both in case something happens to one, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alta's gonna. How far away is Aster from Alta?
Aster?
Like
After
80
Oh
feet,
yeah,
right?
that's there.
She-
She's
she'll
just like
run
80, 90
charge
feet
these
away.
things.
Okay.
Somebody get the kobolds from over there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, then
That's
I'll
what
just
she's
head
doing.
north to the people then, because they're closer. I was gonna try to help her, like, tie the kobolds onto her, like, so that they were kind of, like, attached. But that's not an. I only have 30 feet of movement. 35 technically, if I use my swarm.
They're still out for like a couple more turns. Should be fine.
Yeah, we've got
so
like
we're
40
gonna
seconds on that.
we're gonna treat continuing as if we were in initiative, just to make this a little easier. So that was the kobold's turn. It is now Icarus's turn. Are you going to loot?
Yes.
Okay.
Speed loot.
This is not saying. Well, that's fun. Oh wait, nope. I'm just in the wrong section. 1 second. You're gonna get 8 silver pieces.
Woo!
Yes.
Ulta.
So Aster's like 80, 90 feet from me.
Yeah.
Can I still take my full movement, my 35 feet with my swarm,
Mm-hmm.
and then do the dash to get a little bit closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll go up my 65, or what is that? Or is it 55?
70.
70 feet?
Mhm.
Math.
It's double movement.
Math is hard.
So I'll try to come up kind of behind her, so I'm still like 10 feet behind her ish. 10 feet. There you go.
Yeah,
I
we'll
do
say
that.
about there. Sorry.
No, that's
um,
fine.
Okay.
And
This
I'll
black
just
line is
whisper,
going to be
like,
the
hey.
divide. 2 separate
Okay.
maps.
yeah. And I'll just whisper like, "Hey, bud, I'm here to help. I don't know if we need to kill him necessarily, but you know, if you want to." And I'll just point to my short swords on my back.
I gotta make a roll real quick.
Do I kill
I'm
roll?
going to- yeah, I gotta make a roll.
Okay, so Aster, it's your turn.
Yeah, she's conflicted, so she's going to make a roll real quick. With physical die. Okay. Was not good. Yeah, as far as she knows, they have what they need, so she's going to run up and do a charge attack against one of her
Yes.
As one should. That's
Okay, that's at advantage.
Oh boy. Wait, what is their mod +5?
In chat, yes. No loose ends.
yes.
Okay, so an 18 already hits.
But roll again for the crit anyway.
Oh, okay.
Could be. Nope.
Dang it. God dang it. Okay. Okay, so damage is a d6 plus 3 and then 2 extra d6 because I was 20 feet away.
Uh-huh.
And it's a crit because they're incapacitated, so it's all doubled.
Oh my god.
It's a crit? I thought it was just at advantage.
I thought it was automatically a crit if they cannot defend or if they're incapacitated.
Oh, I think that is.
I thought
Let's
that was
find out.
unconscious in any form.
Let's look.
Maybe that might just be like dead unconscious. I'm not sure.
Okay, incapacitated
it was-
is no actions or reactions.
What does the sleep spell say?
Let's pull it up. Do, do, do.
Unconscious.
Yes, which is what they are.
Automatically fail strength and dex saves. Attacks have advantage. Oh yeah, any attack that hits is a crit.
Nice.
Okay, well that one probably
dispensation.
The 3d6 doubled
Yep,
plus 5.
so that is
500 biddies. Oh, we got a table.
Hey.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, Mr.
Love
Rogers said, "Congratulations for just leaving no loose end, bastard. Give yourself a good table."
Worth them for
I
killing.
do want to reiterate something though. With the potential tie-up situation happening, we did have a thing against killing prisoners.
Yes.
So that's going to be the other two that are asleep that Aster's charging at. They're fair game, but the two that you're tying up.
Good to know.
Look, I can't actually tie because I have no rope, so I was just planning on sitting on them until they talked.
I mean,
You
I
just
have
told
a
me I
plan.
weighed. You just told me I weighed 250 pounds. I'm gonna use that.
Yup.
I also prepared a spell that would be useful for interrogations.
Is
today.
it zone of truth?
Okay.
I hope.
1, 2,
It is.
3.
I thought we were supposed to drag them back to town.
We are.
Yep.
we
Yep.
are.
Okay.
Sounds
an
like
elk?
we just have two
We
new
could.
party members.
I was like, we don't have to do it now per
All right.
se, but
So Niffer, roll a d100, please.
Okay. Can I roll it in person instead of on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Because I really like my metal dice.
you
And
also
I roll
don't know what it
69
does.
more
so-
often than not. It's 69.
Ah, nice.
Hey,
Nice.
that's nice.
No.
That doesn't really do anything for you. Roll again.
Wow, disappointing.
Wait a minute.
For you?
It needs to. It's the nice number.
Okay,
Come
let's
on.
do this because this really doesn't apply here. Note that you have Boon 69, nice,
Nice.
for next session.
Nice.
It's for next session.
Moon 69, nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were we? You did that attack, automatic crit. What was the damage?
27.
Yeah, he dead.
Steamrolled.
Just mashed him, God. Just mashed the shit out of him.
Are you going to eventually attack the other?
Yep.
Okay, so let's just that happens, and if you're rolling 3d6 plus 3, that is automatically going to kill it too. Yeah, so that's done.
I rolled a 2, guys. Okay.
You two, you're attempting to tie up both of these guys, one and then the other? How are you doing this?
Let's attempt to tie both of them up
Okay.
at the same time together. I think. Is that what we were gonna do?
Yes. Spooning each other in the most awkward position they can, just arms around each other to get tied. I don't know.
Okay, I need to check something real quick.
I don't know it'd be easier for an elk to carry, but alas. The elk
Probably
is
if
not
you
here
tied
now.
them, like, tie their hands and feet and
If you
toss
tie
them
their
over like fireman
hands-
carry.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
tie their hands together and then the hands can be like linked on either side, so it's like saddlebags.
Oh,
Or
but
like
what if their
tie their arms and legs like under them so they're just like a big
Don't
circle
say-
around.
Oh,
this
We're gonna
elk.
make
What
a
if their
donut.
arms? I
We're
saw
gonna make
you
a-
envision
just
that in
like-
your mind.
We're
Like,
gonna
you
make a
just-
donut out of captives.
Okay, so I will need both of you individually to make a sleight of hand check. Excuse me, for tying them together.
Perfect. I'm so good at that.
Tell me you can use your intelligence on that.
That's an
Oh.
8.
Theo.
So sassy.
12. You rolled a what?
8.
No. Chronal shift. Fix that. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Okay.
14.
14.
Better. Thank you. Thank you, my love.
You can also use your inspiration to tie them real good.
Just no. And I just like point out better tying strategies.
Aster, you didn't take any damage?
Nope.
Wow, nice.
Neither did I.
See, we
okay.
protected our wizard.
So, we're going to wrap up on this today. You guys just finished taking care of a not small encampment of remnants of the raiding party that hit Greenest just yesterday. You have 2 cultist prisoners, and you've tied them up. And after about 20 more seconds, they'll both wake up, have a thorough look of confusion and panic on their faces, and we will open up next time with what you decide to do next. So, let's go around the horn one more